And welcome back to Stories and Sorceries. I am your GM, William Roberts, and I'm joined by my four friends today. The full group is finally here.
Everybody's here.
And we'll get into you in just a moment, Mr. New Guy. You missed a session. That's what you did.
So you have.
But before that, we have a very exciting announcement, and I'll let you take that, Rob.
Thank you very much. I am very excited to announce our very first sponsor for Stories and Sorceries, Small Town Games. Do you need dice, bags, magic, or D&D accessories? Well, you should come on down to Small Town Games at 123 West Commerce Street in Lewisburg, Tennessee. For hours and prices, call 931-675-2800. Toby is a really great guy. They have fantastic prices. They have a great community down there, so you guys should definitely come check them out.
And, even if you just need a place to chill, out of classes early, ain't got nowhere to go, small town games, they'll host your D&D games, they'll host your magic tournaments, anything you need. Tables are free, and everybody's always welcome.
Yes, indeed.
Great place.
And with that, back to you, Will.
In fact, with that, let us wind on into the session.
Should probably introduce myself.
You will introduce yourself in just a few moments.
When the DM says you can.
As we last left
you
off,
said he was the GM.
the three... Okay, we're not going to have that conversation. When we last left off, the three of you had gone back after a busy day and decided to take your rest in your lodge. And unbeknownst to the three of you, late at night, someone else arrived. Someone who was notably absent. Ferdinand, if you would like to introduce yourself and tell me what you do in this late afternoon night before turning in. I'm putting you on the spot, come on!
Hi guys, my name's Cody Pierce. I'm playing Ferdinand Delve. I am the local artificer wizard multiclass here. Because these guys are too much of cowards to multiclass.
Pures for life.
I guess when I get home, I just go to bed.
Get your long rest
Take
in.
note and
Alright.
of everything that seems out of place, because I left these fools to their own devices, I guess, for a day.
Hey, we cleaned up.
Do you thumb through the pile of papers that have been left on one of the bar tables?
Yeah, I'll take a look at them.
Alright. It is a parcel containing several jobs, as these three already know. Most of them tedious, monotonous little things. Lost pet, missing person, intrusive tree blocking a road, wild animal spotted near a village.
They just need
none of them
one to cut that tree down.
None of them really paying very much more than some silver. However, you do find a sealed envelope that has been opened already, and it does have the seal. It does have the seal of the crown on it, and it has three. Sorry, it has three importantly noted bounties. One of which is for a missing village to the north in the dim woods. Another is a rare magical goods delivery that you are expected to escort from an island in the Cerulean Sea to the ports of Trives. And the last one is to escort a person of interest from Lake Lori to the capital, Gowrie. None of them, save for the last, have a hard time limit on them, but the escort mission from Lake Lori to Gowrie is noted to need to be done in 2 days, 3 days tops. And you should know, especially, that to get this done, you will have to leave for it tomorrow. This is an ASAP kind of thing. But
Are there any more details in the letter, or?
only that the person that needs to be escorted cannot see Trives in a bad light. So you're to give to them every accommodation.
It's gonna be tough to set up, but I guess we'll, definitely have to take that ASAP. I'll make a mental note of it. Just probably turn in.
Alright, you go to bed, nothing notable happens, and then We arrive at the next morning. But before that, I believe you, Rolo, have something you would like to do.
I'd like to wake up early
Alright.
and do what we talked about.
Alright, to do what we talked about, give me a stealth check, first off, to see if you arouse any suspicions. Excuse me?
I have advantage on stealth.
Oh yeah, because of your cloak.
22.
22.
You're proficient in stealth?
Yeah.
If you rolled less than a 10, it's a 10.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because of reliable
I rolled
talent.
a 10.
Oh, super duper.
So 22.
Yeah.
I've got you threes. What is Ferdinand's passive perception?
Ferdinand's passive is 15.
15, alright. You believe you're in the clear, but you take an errant step and a floorboard creaks. And Alfie, you're aware of movement.
What's that?
You wake up in the wee hours of the morning, well before you should. And you know something is amiss. What would you like to do, Rolo?
Continue doing what I was doing.
Okay, you continue on. And Alfie, just the ever so slight pitter-patter of light feet across the woodwork and down the stairs, headed somewhere.
I hear Rolo footsteps. I would like to get out of bed quietly and then try to follow him.
Alright, you leave the bed quietly, give me a stealth check.
I will give you that stealth check as soon as I scroll down to my stealth.
Excuse the pen.
That is a 25, sir.
A 25 stealth. Alright. You rouse no suspicion. Even the few flies seem to not even notice your presence. And as you push open the door very quietly to not make it creak, give me a survival check to see just how well you can pinpoint these quiet little pitter-patters.
24.
24.
That's a ranger for you.
You listen, and they've definitely gone downstairs. They're probably in the bar room right now. You might be able to catch them, you might not. Who knows? What would you like to do?
What in the hell is he doing?
Rolo,
I'm gonna sneak downstairs.
your destination is in sight, and you're in the free, as far as you can tell. You reach the first door, and it is unlocked. You enter the room. What would you like to do?
I just caught on.
I'd like to put back what I took before.
All right, easy enough. You pull it out and place it. Okay. Ooh, those measurements are tight.
Audible confusion.
Okay. You place it on the pedestal. Give me a sleight of hand check to see how well you can make it appear that it's not been disturbed.
Oh wait, I'm proficient.
So anything 1 through 9 counts as a 10.
Yeah. So 22.
22. Alright. With a 22, you can tell no difference. It's as pristine as when you took it to begin with. And I believe there was something else you would like to do before exiting?
Yeah.
Alright. Give me... Since we talked about this beforehand, folks, it's kind of hush-hush on the down low. Nobody else needs to know about this. Give me... Are you proficient in Tinkerer's tools?
No.
No.
I am in thieves' tools.
I think you could use either for this. Give me another sleight of hand check. Thieves' tools check, rather. So dexterity with proficiency. Sleight of hand, practically.
Would I have gotten down there by this point?
At this point, you've figured out where he's going. And you're arriving at this very moment.
I would like to sneak down to where I know this person to be.
You've not done anything to disrupt your previous stealth check. So
See
yes,
what's going on here.
you arrive at the door that is slightly ajar. 16. 16. I'd say you get it set, but the DC for discovery is not fantastic. DM me exactly what it is you wanted to set. I know you told me before, but like, give me something exact.
That was exact.
Okay, so yeah, sure.
Alright,
We'll just go with
that was as exact as it could be.
Sure. That's okay. Yeah. Rolo, or Alfie rather, you push the door open and you see Rolo, just as he kind of hands off and starts to back away from the pedestal, and peering just over his shoulder, you can see that he put the book back.
I'm gonna sneak up.
With his passive, you're unseen, unheard.
And I'm just gonna put a hand on the shoulder.
Ah, shit!
I'm so proud of you, brother.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Give me a
I
perception
heard you
check.
sneaking around, and I'm whispering this whole thing.
You were whispering, but the oh fuck yourself wasn't.
Damn it, brother. Let's get out of here real quick.
17.
I missed! Oh no! Sorry, fellas.
He'll edit that out.
Okay, there we go. So yes, Roll
Yes.
or Alfie.
I'm proud of you, brother. But we should go back to sleep. We gotta get up early in the morning.
It is early in the morning.
Yeah, early in just a few hours is what I mean.
I hate these cockney bastards already.
Let's go to sleep,
Edward,
brother.
Ferdinand, your perception check.
Oh,
I don't hear shit. I'm sound asleep.
Oh, you roll poorly.
I rolled a 4.
14. I
14
said 17, but I thought it was higher.
All right.
I rolled a total of 9.
Sleep soundly.
I sneak back up to my room and I go to sleep.
All right.
I sneak back up to my room and I also go to sleep.
Give me 2 stealth checks, fellas.
Gotcha.
Fumble out the wall.
That's not good.
Oh wait, I get advantage.
I do not get it.
I rolled the same thing.
Was it lower than a 10?
29.
14.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Rolo, you make it to your door, and just as soon as you ease it open and go to get in, you hear Alfie also make it to his door, and he turns the handle, and the 4 of you all very distinctly hear someone's up to something. Some door has been
I just
opened nearby.
yell, Alfie, you going to the bathroom again?
No, I just got back from the bathroom, actually.
Oh,
I'm going back to sleep now.
you need to grease that door.
Okay, I'll do that
Alfie,
whenever we get back.
give me a deception check.
Both should be given
I
deception checks.
am a
to be honest.
master deceiver.
That is true. Both of you give me a deception check.
8.
Someone's up to no good.
Can I?
What's your passive insight?
11.
14.
What's my passive insight?
What did
Your passive insight is 13.
You rolled a 7?
Oh no, 12, my bad. I'm looking at your
What is this?
investigation.
Still,
Yeah, you still beat Alfie. Y'all don't know what the hell Rolo's talking about. Like, that was clearly a lie. Like, Alfie was not in the bathroom, like, at all.
Turn my head towards that pedestal.
You're in your room.
Oh yeah, that's right. The library's in the downstairs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my head towards the door. Wonder what the fuck those 2 elves are up to again.
Who knows? It seems they've gone back to bed. And they've shut the fuck up.
I have already hit the pillow and gone back to Night Night Land.
But
I already forget layout.
if there is nothing else, you do get your long rest.
Long rest.
Yay.
Anything that was spent is restored. Any wounds are healed. Maybe with some burn scars. Rolo.
I mean, to be fair, I poured the water skin down the chimney to put the fire out first.
Poured the water skin down the chimney into the ash.
That's what the fire is.
No, the ash is in the chimney with the soot
Oh.
that was
What is
very
this, like a
then
creepy
very
chimney?
promptly put into you. But you all wake up. You walk out of your doors to meet each other in the hallway. What would you like to do?
Ah, Ferdinand.
Wait, this is in the morning?
Yes.
Okay.
You walk out of your rooms and Ferdinand joins you as well.
Oh, Ferdy!
What the fuck are you doing here?
When did you come back?
I never left.
I was in the podium the whole time.
We had such a crazy
Super
day
crazy you didn't see
without
him.
you.
No, stealth out
I
100.
can imagine.
Yeah,
Judging
we
by the pile of papers that
we
you guys
saved a prostitute from certain death.
I cleaned the chimney.
He did some fuck shit that you would not be proud of. I can assure you.
He
I'm
does
proud of it.
Stuff like that all the time.
Yeah,
right?
that's fair. But we were certainly expecting you to be gone longer. We got jobs.
You could say I did too.
Yeah? You got more jobs for us too? Or did you go do a job by yourself?
Yeah, the details are not important.
Oh, okay. Well, we actually have like a time sensitive job if you want to get ready real quick
I
and
believe
join
I
us.
saw that. One for the kingdom, right?
Yeah, we gotta go to Lake Glory and then, you know, escort some bloke over here and make him see like good parts of Gowrie, you know? You gotta get a little closer to the mic if you're gonna whisper, mate.
Personal whispers are just as important.
I go make my breakfast.
I'll follow him downstairs.
All right. You all go downstairs. Anders seems to have woken up before the four of you. And it seems Anders has already prepared a small meal. You can smell the strong scent of freshly brewed coffee, and you hear the
Oh,
sizzle
thank fucking
of eggs
Pete.
on a griddle.
I fucking needed this.
I immediately go for the coffee and light a cigarette.
Thank you, Anders.
Anders, you are a gift sent from the gods. Let me just tell you. You earned every bit of that 2 gold raise we gave you yesterday.
Was it
Alright,
2?
Anders.
I would certainly hope so, sir.
Oh, by the way, Ferdinand, we gave Anders a 2 gold raise yesterday.
As he
He
kind of,
just does such a good job, you know.
Anders kind
Well,
of
it's
just
coming out of your cut.
looks at you, Ferdinand, and just kind of tips a hat.
It comes out of the keep treasure.
Anyway, Anders. I trust they didn't get into too much trouble while I was gone.
Oh no, sir. They performed as model citizens, as far as I know.
Damn right.
That's me.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm now doubting everything I may have just said.
Shit.
As am I.
Anders is a snitch.
Anders is good people.
When he's not snitching.
Snitching on about what?
Nothing. Chimneys.
We don't need to get into the chimney bit, but whenever we get done doing these jobs, there is a certain lady. We do not know her name yet, but
She's a hooker.
is going to give us information on this dirty banker that had an assassin try and kill her, which we in turn killed the assassin to save her. So, we're gonna find out some dirty deeds from this guy.
I'll
And
ask
then-
later.
So you want me to save the rest of the story for later?
We do have a long trip, brother.
I'll
Yeah,
just ignore them and
we'll
turn
talk
to
on the way. It's okay. I got some eggs to eat and some coffee to drink.
Edward.
Yes,
Be
for
straight
that.
with me, Edward. How much fucking trouble did these guys cause?
Less than you think, more than probably should have happened.
You can see the numbers going off, and it's just like, I would have expected more.
Alright. So problem I'll deal with later.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also,
Have you made any preparations for this escort?
we
Well, we went to the city, and he got some stuff. He handled the ledger. He did it all by himself, Edward. He handled business real good.
Just
Sure
like
he
a
will.
pro.
Yeah, but we got.
I entrust Edward more to business when I'm gone than to you two.
That's why you're the brains of this operation.
We went shopping.
Clearly.
Yeah. So we also got a couple things, and I
How
obviously.
much did it cost us?
We paid for it out of our personal funds, but we also,
Eh,
I can find us provisions and food and such out in the wilderness, so we don't have to find them.
We're well aware of that.
Yeah, so we should be good to go, as long as you have your horse. So, unless you have something personal you need to get ready, we can go ahead and get this show on the road.
We obviously know where this lake is, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, we've been there before.
it's to the east. That would be this way. Looking.
I have to collect a couple books about certain things I've been planning on looking up. Once I have at least, hopefully, one of the ones I'm looking for, I'll be ready. Hopefully, you guys will be ready too.
I'm
We
ready
can't
now.
afford to be late to another.
I'm ready now. So whenever you're ready, just come find us.
Alright. And I'll take my coffee and I'll walk to the library to go peruse the books for any information on the things I might have encountered.
Real quick, DM, how far is it to Lake Lorry from here?
If you leave right now, you can probably make it at dusk. And that's not at breakneck speeds, not pushing your horses too hard, but it's at a brisk gallop.
Okay.
Shadow can take it.
I'm going to go outside and just play with Sheila in the yard. I'll have her favorite ball and we will play fetch until Ferdinand is ready.
So you've gone out to play fetch. What are you two doing, Edward, Rollo?
I'm walking out to my beautiful white steed, Shadow,
Oh god, it's
and I just
Turbo
started
all
like
over again.
brooming
Just
his
grooming him.
mane. It's a he.
He? Okay. Oh, forgive me.
White
Yeah.
Shadow.
And you, Edward?
I am going to the stage area and packing up some performance equipment.
Okay. What exactly would you like to pack?
Some spare scimitars.
Okay. Okay, Chief. Yeah, sword juggling. I got you.
Pack up some juggling balls with the swords.
That's fantastic.
That's a choice.
All right.
And
Those balls are poked.
I'll also pack up a I'll also pack
You've not helped yourself there.
I'll also pack
Scimitars, juggling balls.
I guess that's
Gotcha. All right.
Okay.
well yeah, that's
Ferdinand, you head to your library to do some research. What part are you researching exactly? The creatures or the symbols?
More of the creatures.
More the creatures. Let me roll for a second. Oh my god, I can't get my dice out of my tree. Okay. I would say you've got a healthy enough collection of books. And you do find a reference to strange creatures. Though recounts are sparse, there are a handful of recordings of strange creatures evolving in solitude and darkness. Generally, they seem to be slightly magically oriented. And you would know from your encounter with one of them, it locked eyes with one of the compatriots that you traveled into there with, and he froze. And that's when it had the opportunity to mess him up before you were able to really get your licks in with it. But after it turned its attention to somebody else, you were able to get him to move freely again. But again, it was such a strange anomaly, you can't find too much about it. You just know that there have been records, though rare, of something of this nature being found before. And it's normally something that would be found in very, very isolated areas. But that's about all you find on the creatures.
I guess I'll have to find more for my collection.
Is there anything else you'd like to look at?
Take a glance around the room real quick before I head out. Double check the podium.
Ooh, sorry. With a passive of 15 and 18 on perception and investigation, I would say that something seems odd. There's a slight raise to your book, as if something were under it. But it's very slight.
Can familiars interact with objects?
Your given familiar would interact rudimentally with an object, but yes, it could. Like, it's not going to be able to fan the
Yeah, I'll
pages
bring my
since it's-
familiar back out and bring it closer to the book. Or tell it to land by the book.
Alright, it lands by the book. Nothing seems to happen. The familiar? Can you describe your familiar, Ferdinand? I know we've distinguished that it is an owl.
My familiar is a stereotypically Snow White owl.
Nice.
Barn or
I'd say
crowned, or
horned.
horned, that's the word. Crowned owls.
That's
King
one
of
of the
Royal
owls.
Owl.
Fairly large bird.
There's no fairly about that.
Yeah,
Great horned owls are
they're
big.
huge, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're big birds.
Big bird.
But yeah, it lands on the podium. Nothing seems to happen. How close are you?
I don't know, we didn't describe how I went through. I probably would have, just before I walked out, double checked everything at the door, so.
But you do notice it. It looks like there's something underneath.
Another time, we don't have time for this.
Alright.
Nah.
You leave the room?
Yep.
You lock it?
Yeah.
Alright, you lock the door on your way out. And you rejoin your group. You see Rolo
Familiar alongside
grooming his stallion. You see Alfie throwing a ball and having it brought to him by a semi-spectral silver drake. And it's
That's very real.
just as odd as it was the first time you ever saw it. And you see Edward
Doesn't
loading
leave
up.
scales, does it?
Huh?
It doesn't leave scales, does it?
No, it doesn't leave scales.
Always wondered why I can't find damn scales to study.
But Edward is loading up a few scimitars and a bunch of balls onto his saddlebag. Oh, hello. Time to wake up. Wake up.
Sorry.
it's
Who's a
so
good
weird.
girl, Sheila? Who's a good girl? Yeah, go get the ball.
You all have convened at the small stable beside your lodge. Are you ready to head out?
Absolutely.
Got all our stuff and
Alright. You head out on the long road to Lake Lorry. It's a fairly scenic little ride, mostly through rolling plains with some grassy hills, and it's a beautiful day. It's quite a good day, actually. It's cloudless, even. You pass a few traveling carts. Most people kind of got a straw hat or a hood to protect them from the sun. You do pass a cart. It looks like a family. The cart is full of small goods. It looks like some potted meats and stuff. But Alfie, when they see Sheila, you can see the glimmer in their eye. It's like they're lost in a dream. They have no idea what the hell this is, but they think it's awesome.
Hello, would you like to pet her? She's very friendly.
You say that, and the parents look back, and they're trepidatious, to say the least. But as you saddle Sheila up to the cart, the kids kind of reach out and place a hand on her, and they like giggle, because it's an odd feeling, the smoothness of a silver dragon.
She will just nudge her head into their hands a little bit.
No, it's not that.
But it's a brief encounter before the parents kind of the horses, and they begin their trot off back towards what you assume to be Gowrie with the trade goods that they have. But you can see, the four of you even can tell that these kids are happier for the encounter. The day passes on. Who's leading this little venture? If you would like to organize yourselves.
I'm about towards the middle, make sure everyone's staying on track.
I will be in the lead since I am the ranger, even though the plains are not one of my favored terrains. But as we are traveling, I will, say, Ferdinand, where'd you go off to yesterday?
Second. Bryn, you've placed your mini on a line.
Yeah,
Which square are you occupy?
both.
Sure, Chief. Okay, so we're organized. Okay, good. Continue. Sorry. Pet peeves.
Lost track of your question, I'm sorry.
So, Ferdinand, where did you head off to yesterday?
Yeah, I've just got a simple request that I had to take care of.
Oh, just a one-man job?
More or less.
You cheating
A
on
couple
us
of people
with
just
another
needed
group?
help opening up a door.
Okay.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's something easy I could take care of real quick. Didn't feel a need to bother you guys.
Okay. Well, I'm excited for these opportunities. These 3 jobs are paying quite a bit of money. We should be pretty well
Tell
off
me more
after
about your
that.
chimney sweeping job.
Well,
Yeah, Alfie.
It didn't intend to be that way exactly, you know.
Oh, you said it went fine.
Well, it went
You didn't intend for it to be fine?
Perfect.
it went decent, right? So it all started by me and my brother Rolo here. We apprehended some things off of this rich asshole guy, right?
You stole it, yes.
Borrow.
If you want to be vulgar about it, yes, we
That's
stole
not
the shit
vulgar.
out of
This
it.
fits the truth.
But we found a note in his pocket, yeah? And it said, meet at the south gate at 9 o'clock. Come alone. So we were like, that's fucking shady. So we scoped
Yes,
it out.
the two half-elf men rummaging through another man's pockets is not shady enough.
Yeah, but we found more shady shit. So we were like, let's scope this out. So we hid at the south gate. I covered myself in dust from the wall, right? And the stone dust. And then I just stood there, real still. And they didn't even see shit. And so he paid this prostitute lady some money, some hush money. And then he turned around and paid this assassin some money to tail her and kill her. So we followed him, and then we killed the shit out of him.
I got it
Well,
real good.
really, Rolo just stabbed the fuck out of the
It's like
guy.
stab.
I shot him in the knee. He got him with his little force push thing, and then
Don't lie, you shot him with a knee.
no, I told you that was a defensive tactic, brother.
Shut the fuck up.
The iron knee, it's never been defeated. Anyway, we killed him. We tracked the girl down back to her house because she was injured, and I tried to heal her, but genius brother over here
The entire
decided.
time that he is saying all this, Ferdinand's literally just writing down notes.
Got it.
My genius brother over here
That's me.
decided it would be a good idea, instead of politely asking for entrance into her household, he was going to climb down the chimney and scare her half to death. So, he proceeded to do that.
He climbed down a woman's chimney.
He slithered down it like a snake, Ferdinand. It
You
was
have
the most
X-ray vision?
insane thing
Do you
you've ever
fucking
seen.
know how I went down?
And
Yeah.
then, guess what? Whenever
Like a
we
stick.
left, he slithered back up.
I believe that you should go out the way you came in.
Well, you should definitely ask permission before entering a lady's household.
Okay, I'll ask permission the next time I enter a lady's chimney.
No, front door is the best way to
There's
go
a joke
about
to
it.
be made there, but I'm not gonna do it.
But anyway, so whenever we get done with these 3 jobs, we need to find this lady again in Dowry, and she's going to give us information on this banker guy that was trying to have her
you
killed.
lads need to give her an apology.
I tried. I apologized so many times, Ferdinand.
I
He was
think
just
I did nothing
absolute-
wrong.
He was relentless. He was just like, I don't see why she's so upset. And I was like, brother, you snuck down her chimney and she was injured and scared. So why would she be okay with that?
Why would she be okay with opening the door?
Everyone,
She
everyone,
wasn't.
Exactly.
everyone's just in the background chuckling.
But anyway, that's in the past now, and we've talked about it. We're gonna only sneak into people's houses that we plan on killing.
I don't know if you remember, but I was planning on killing her.
Yeah, but I told you that wasn't a good idea.
I'm just saying, I'm following your rules.
Thank you. Just please only kill people we've established
Rolo.
need killing.
Roll me a d8.
Oh, I don't like the
Well,
sound
I
of
don't like
that.
the sound of that either.
As the 4 of you have this conversation.
4.
Nice.
Ferdinand will write down a note and underline it 3 times.
Alfie, as you have this conversation with Ferdinand, you notice that you're coming up on a small wooded area, like a little bit of an isolated forest on the main road that
Forest, you say?
this dirt road cuts through.
I smell.
When a road
Favorite terrain.
it'd be like
You mean when a ranger?
Ranger.
Ranger. Did I say rogue?
Yeah.
You did say
Slip of the
rogue.
tongue. I'm a bad DM. Guys, don't listen to me.
He's not a bad DM.
But
I just see Alfie like look at the forest and then like a glow come about him. And like, oh, it's
I
time.
get a slight twitch in my neck.
But yes, a lot of you enter this forest as you carry on this conversation.
It's the elf side of them.
I can't
Elf
be
and
surprised in my
You
favorite terrain.
cannot be
I
surprised.
can't be surprised at all.
And
I'm not
with
even
your
surprised by you
25
two anymore.
Passive perception. I'll need an animal handling check as you spy, just before you gallop over it, a silvery wire stretched across the road.
That's cocked, right? No.
Yeah, that's cocked.
Thank you.
Is it?
From where I was. That's not much better.
8, sir.
8.
You rolled a 2?
I rolled a natural 2, yes.
You've got Sheila in a pretty hefty kind of sprint. And as soon as you try to heal her, I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
He's saying the table is slanted.
I'll cry about it. But as you try to heal her, she slides a few extra feet and hits this wire, and as it does, it snaps. And I need a dexterity save from you, Edward, and you, Raleigh, as 2 trees come falling down from the limbs.
Oh shit, watch out, boys.
I just want to state only he can call me Raleigh.
DM, I'll
Dexterity
call you
save?
what I want. Yes, a dexterity save. Probably using the dexterity of your horses.
Did I
Wait.
escape this dexterity save?
What's the dexterity of my horses?
Nice.
10. So
Got it. We're
plus
fighting
0.
Ewoks.
Straight rolls,
Uh-oh.
sir. What'd you get?
5.
Oh, nat 20.
Yeah, I did.
So-
Studied. Oh, because it's a symbol and it's like
So
rubbed
fucking
off.
casual about
Nice.
that.
It looked like a 1, so that's why.
Nah, it's a music note. 'Cause you
But
know
yes, Rolo, Edward, you notice them as Raleigh as Alfie kind of heals and turns back to warn you all. But just as he does, the sides of your horses and your upper bodies are impacted with these tree limbs, and you're thrown off of your horses. You two are knocked prone.
As I'm falling back, I want to be like, Shadow, no!
Shadow and Tulip both took 5 damage.
How much health do they have?
2d10 plus 2, I think. So roll for your horses.
Wait, a nat 20?
Oh yeah, that's right. You're fine. You managed to like duck it and don't get hit, but you, Rolo, you definitely get hit.
Okay.
Which means it passes you, Edward, and I need a dexterity check from you, Ferdinand.
You said 2d10 plus 2?
Yeah.
Shit. 14.
Okay.
Well, no, it means 12. So like
18.
14.
Oh, 14 total.
I rolled a 10 on 1.
18.
You rolled an 18. You managed to duck this log, and it would hit you, Raleigh, if you weren't already thrown underneath Ferdinand's horse, and the two logs collide with each other. And then as soon as that happens, 5 individuals start rushing from the bushes. And I will need initiative.
Do I have time to hop off Shayla real quick?
You do not.
Initiative, we come. Da, 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 da.
Then. That's a natural 20 on initiative.
No.
Woo!
If you would like to number those 1 through 6, with 6 being the one furthest ahead, I would greatly appreciate it.
So which one would that be? This one?
Yes.
I gave you the wrong fucking die. I should have kept that one.
So, 25 to 20.
21.
21, Ferdinand.
25. Sorry.
So 25.
25 for
23.
23. Okay, everybody has massive initiatives. That's good to know.
No, I just got lucky.
We about to fuck these guys.
So, Alfie, Rolo, Ferdinand. 15 to 20.
16.
16.
good
Got it.
job.
All right.
I know. Hey,
Those are terrible initiatives. Okay. Well, if they live that long, at least they'll all get to go at the same time.
We'll see about that.
First up in the order is you, Alfie. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm right here. I am going to hop off of Shayla.
You see each one of these with your passive perception, each one of these individuals, some higher into a tree, some other lower on the ground. They all seem to be armed with longbows.
Alright, first person I see is this guy right here. So, do I have to use...
I would say dismounting Sheila is half of your action, or half of your movement.
Oh,
Rather.
okay,
Half of
that's
your
fine,
action?
that's fine.
Damn.
Split your action in half.
And by that he means your arrow. You only get to hit it with the butt end,
Just the shaft.
not the tip.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out if it's a bonus action to make the dragon attack. And I can't find it. Alright, so I'm gonna eye this guy over here. And then I am going to bonus action Hunter's Mark. This man.
Number 6.
Number 6, yes.
Gotcha.
So then I'm going to take my action to fire 2 arrows at him.
Understood. Make 2 attacks.
For my first attack, 26.
That's gonna hit him. Yeah.
Second attack, more than that, 29.
They both hit.
Okay, so he's definitely getting Hunter's Mark, so he'll take the extra d6, but I'm going to use Sheila's reaction to add an extra 1d6 cold damage to this first arrow strike.
Got it.
So it will be 1d8 plus
A d6.
2d6. 1d6 for Hunter's
Yeah,
Mark.
and 1d6 for the cold damage.
Grey one's cold damage.
It won't matter.
1 cold damage. And then 12 points of piercing damage.
13 altogether.
And then for the second strike, 15 points of piercing damage.
Alright. These 2 arrows hit him much like Boromir fighting the orcs, one in the gut, one in the shoulder, and you see him start to buckle to one knee before readying his arrow, and you can see a look of desperation in his face.
I need to make one thing very clear before we continue. This guy's nowhere near as cool as Boromir. Continue, sir.
I needed a reference.
No, it's totally fine.
Leave
I
me
just
alone.
need the audience to know this guy that's about to die is not as cool as Boromir.
I don't know, they got a lot in common though.
About to get filled up with arrows.
This brings us to Rolo. What would you like to do? You will need half of your movement to stand.
Shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, I stand.
You stand.
So I have 15. So I'm just gonna go straight this way.
Alright.
And I'm going to sneak attack him.
You will. You go before him in initiative, you get advantage and sneak attack. And an auto crit.
And an auto crit.
Oh yeah.
Assassinate.
Hold that fucking hits. Okay, 28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
5. A lot of these 6s. More. Sheet.
Handle your dice, brother.
Sorry, they dropped.
Just reminded me of Jack Black off of Your Highness. Handle your shit, brother.
That was Danny McBride.
Oh, was it? I thought it was Jack Black. I don't know actors. Hitting the wrong slider there, are we?
Just a little bit.
Come on, tech guy. How much damage we got, Rolo? And Ferdinand, you're up next.
62 for the first hit.
Dude's fucking.
You don't get off the ground. You kind of roll into like a forward dash and just like tackle this man, sinking your knife into his neck. And with little more than a gurgle, he falls limp. Jesus.
Rogues, am I right?
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna turn. So this guy's gone.
Yeah, he dead.
That was all my movement. So I'm gonna turn to number. Wait. Nah, turn to number 1, and I'm gonna throw my secondary dagger at him.
As a bonus action.
Yes.
Do you have 2 weapon fighting?
Yes.
Alright, so that's proficiency in all. I think I'm ruling that right. I don't know. Comments will rip me up if I'm not. Then I'll learn.
That's a natural 20.
Got it.
2 crits in 1 round.
Roll that d4.
Yeah. Ten damage.
10 damage, and that's
Nice.
against number 1. That's doubled in all modifiers, correct?
Yeah, I rolled a 2, so it just ended up being a 4.
Fantastic. Alright, that brings us to Ferdinand.
I will dismount my horse.
Half your movement.
Yep. Bonus action into a blade song.
Got it.
And
You withdraw your blades, and as they exit their scabbards, they hum, and all of you can hear them just harmonize on the wind, and it does indeed sound like a beautiful song.
Music to my ears.
And then I will move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to this guy.
How much movement do you have? 40?
40 when I'm blade singing.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And
That
I will
boy.
take... How strong do these guys look?
Well, you see, the one that Raleigh went after
He tends to
is
do that a
dead.
lot.
Is dead. He's gone, like in one hit.
Where'd he go?
Like atomized almost.
Like his head almost fell off.
And then the one that Alfie has shot with 2 arrows, it seems the 2 of them hit deep. and he's struggling to stay up, but you can see it's determination that's keeping him in the fight.
Alright, I will take 2 attacks against this guy. That is a 12, 8, so 20.
That'll hit.
4 plus 8 is 12.
12 misses.
That's a shame. But still gets hit by the 1.
Yes, he does.
I need a D8. Yep, where's my D8?
What kind of sword do you have?
Long swords.
Nice.
Notably,
The longest.
you and Rolo would notice that they seem to be of elvish make.
6.
We would already know that
You would.
because he's had this
plus
for a while.
4 is 10.
Yes.
Okay.
10 damage total?
Yep. 10 damage.
Alright. Rob, the music seems quiet. Can you up it from your end? There you go. Thank you. Anyways, that brings us to Ferdinand. Oh, nope, that is Ferdinand's turn. That's your action, bonus action, and movement, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. Edward, we're to you now.
I will dismount,
Alright, half your movement.
and I will take 10 feet of movement
And die.
And die.
and just die.
Just have a stroke.
Guess I'll just die. But anyway,
All that juggling.
and
It's bad on your heart.
and I will look at this man that's a few feet away from me.
You can see there's a bit of panic in his eye now that you've gotten closer. He's going between you and Alfie and Ferdinand, and he's not sure who to point this bow at.
Then I sneak up behind him. Surprise, motherfucker.
You could probably
Get
sneak up in
stabbed,
front of him.
My friend, let's not fight. Let's just talk for a while. No, I fucked that up. I suggest we don't fight and talk for a while. I cast suggestion.
Alright, what kind of save does he need to make against that? And
Wisdom.
wisdom.
save.
Does he get
He's gonna have
advantage
real
since he is hostile?
I will.
I believe so.
Most charm effects are made at advantage, I believe. A good DM would have like an actual book and bookmark, but I use D&D Beyond because it gives me all of my sources in one spot. But I'm also using my phone for music, so it's kind of a hassle. Maybe one day I'll chill out and buy a tablet, and it'll be less so. But
Nope. No disadvantage or nothing like that.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Wild. Okay,
Wow.
straight roll, straight whiz roll. That's an extra 20. I shit you not.
Convenient.
You want to look at it, boy?
This guy spits in your face.
It's less of a spit in his face and more of a panicked, and you're pretty sure he doesn't even hear your words.
Can.
Oh, what the hell's going on here? Oh, there it goes.
But anyway,
Delayed pause.
in that case, I will inspire Ferdinand.
Use your bonus action to inspire
I'll
Ferdinand.
pull up Dust Flint and play a tune.
Got it. Ferdinand, paired with your blade singing almost perfectly in harmony, the sounds of the flute come in, and you feel invigorated. Take your D10 inspiration die. That brings us to the bandits. Bandit 1.
Bring it, bitch.
Yeah, he'll close on you drawing a short sword.
Which way?
On you.
Here?
so
Here?
That one block, yeah, right there.
Okay.
And take 2 attacks. Okay. 17
Hits.
and 21.
Barely hits.
Alright, so you take... That's a 6 points of slashing damage on one, and 8 points of slashing damage on another. So 14
I'm
total.
gonna uncanny dodge the 8.
The 8. Okay, so that cuts it down to 4 on 4 on 6, so 10 total.
Gotcha.
Math is hard, guys.
Sometimes.
Stay in school.
Basic addition, and I struggled. Poor me.
Low numbers too.
And low numbers. Yeah, I've got no excuses here. Bandit 2. He's dead.
He dead.
He's dead.
Gone.
Oh, Ferdinand killed him?
No, I did.
That was the first one to die.
That's Bandit 4.
He just
Yeah.
died so quickly I forgot to mark him off of initiative.
Super fast.
Bandit 3. Seeing this is going to take 15 feet of movement at a diagonal towards you, Edward. Well, towards you, Trenton, I should say. Move him, please. Nope, other way. At a diagonal towards Trenton.
That is Trenton.
The person, Trenton.
Oh,
not the player.
backwards.
Yeah, there you go, there you go. And since you didn't attack him, he's gonna fire 2 arrows at Ferdinand. With his massive AC. Does a 9 hit?
No.
Didn't think so.
You
16.
insult Ferdinand.
16.
Shield.
Doesn't your blade song give you like a 5 or something?
4.
4? Okay.
You hear the wind being cut as this arrow comes towards you. You kind of move back in your sway in your blade song, and the first arrow goes past your face, and you hear the second one coming.
Actually, they should be making attacks at disadvantage
because
to
of your
cloak
displacer
this person.
smoke. Okay, so
Ooh,
let's just call this 4
nice.
the first one and roll again. Way higher. So I'm not sure how to rule that then. We'll just. What's your total AC with shield?
With shield, it is. Let me double check. Should just be a +5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, shield is just a +5.
So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Maxed out at 20. So nothing has to change. As you flourish your blade to the left, this kind of translucent blue deflects the second arrow off, despite the fact that it was bound square for your shoulder. And that is Bandit 3. Before he ends his turn, he will take another 15 movement at a diagonal towards Trenton. Yep. That puts him at about 3/4 cover in the trees.
Is there trees around us right now?
There are. You were all on the road, but the further away you move, sorry about that, from about 10 feet in either direction from Alfie.
From where Sheila is?
Yeah.
Because Alfie moved.
Oh, Alfie
No,
did move, didn't he?
I'm standing right here. Sheila's right here.
But you dismounted.
Yeah.
Sheila.
I
So
dismounted.
Sheila was like the
So,
center
yeah.
point.
Sheila's in the middle of the road, 10 feet on either side of her, and you start to get into the tree lines.
Okay, so I'm in the tree lines right now.
Yes.
Gotcha.
This brings us to Bandit 4, who is right in front of you, Ferdinand.
Yep.
And he will draw a short sword and take 2 attacks. And you have not been hit yet, so they're both at disadvantage. The first one's an 11, with your shield at 20. No, it doesn't hit. Or 21, rather. And the second attack, 2 2s. That's great.
Wah, wah.
Like, you're lost in the song of it, and it not anybody looking in could not tell if it was your magical shield that deflected it or just perfectly finessed parries, just moving these blades out of your way, but you're unscathed. Bandit 5. Where's Bandit 5?
Bandit 5 is nowhere to be seen. We did not
Where'd he
have.
go?
You threw 5 up.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
it
you
did
only
6.
threw us 5 dice.
Whoops.
Give us another dice.
Should have been
Weird.
symmetrically opposite with 6.
So he's over here.
No. Over, yeah, right where Cody's pointing.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you, Ferdinand. He will take
Where the fuck he come from?
15 feet of movement back towards me, and then take 2 shots at Alfie. a little bit of a ranger's duel.
You wait till I get done with them.
Do you have a
Six.
displacer's cloak or something I need to know about before I roll these?
I do not.
Okay, so 2 shots, straight rolls. That's cocked. I cocked it again. Can I stop? One is a 12 to hit.
No, that
And
is
the
not hit.
other is 21.
That will most certainly hit.
One arrow meets the dirt about 4 feet in front of you, and the other one square in the hip.
Oh,
It
my
doesn't
hit.
graze bone or anything, but it definitely hits you, and you take 11 points of piercing damage. Moving to Bandit 6, who looks quite hurt. He's just going to take a straight 30 back into the tree lines for 3/4 covers,
He's way back here.
and then loose 2 arrows towards you.
Shit. Would I also be in 3/4 cover?
No, because he'll peek out and then peek back in.
What a son of a bitch.
I think you're still on the road.
You are still on the road.
I am.
What a great ranger.
One's a natural 1. You hear the twang of the bowstring, but the arrow never makes it out of the woods. And the
I
other
hear
one
pong,
is
hits a tree.
a 23 to hit.
That'll hit too.
8 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
And this brings us back to the top with you, Alfie.
Alright, I will take 2 arrows
Hello.
and
music.
then get very angry. And would I think being higher in the air would give me a better vantage point on
You
these
would
folks?
think that being high in the air would make it harder, as you would have to contend with
That's what I
the
thought.
overhanging limbs.
As a bonus action, I will look to Sheila and just say, "Go help Rolo." And I will say what that happens after my turn. But then I will run about 10 feet in a diagonal this way. Do I still have line of sight on 6 with 3/4 cover?
No, at this point you've entered the tree lines, and 6 has full cover from
If
you.
that's the case, then I will not move yet. And so I have sharpshooters, so 3/4 cover doesn't matter.
Nice.
And I will make my first attack against him. Natural
That's a nat
20. So that's going to be a D8 and a D6 for Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm. So 12 there.
17 points.
17 points of damage.
Is this bloke still living?
You see him take it and duck behind the tree. You can still see he's there, and you can still see he is standing. But you can see blood coming down one arm, like he's hanging on by a thread.
What do I see poking out of the tree?
You see his legs, he's kind of like
Do I
side
see a
straddled.
kneecap?
You do see a kneecap.
Oh, this second arrow's going straight for the kneecap. Natural 19.
That'll hit.
I guess he's no longer an adventurer.
Oh no, now he's a corpse.
Oh, his adventuring days are done. 15 points of piercing damage.
With 15 points of damage, is this with one of your
Kneecap
plus
piercing
1 arrows?
damage. No, I just use my regular arrows.
Alright, even with just a regular arrow, you go into a crouch and loose this arrow swiftly, just as swiftly as you could draw it, and it flies and splits a leaf in 2 on the way there, as you see it impact the back of this guy's knee and bust out the front. He buckles and falls out, and you can see him just kind of curl up before he stops breathing. So 6 is out of the game.
Alright, now Sheila's turn.
Sheila's
She's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. And she's gonna bite number 1.
Go for it. He is flanked now.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, she gets 1d6. I'm gonna use the blue dice because it's cold damage. Plus, alright, so 1d6 plus 4 piercing and 1d6 cold. 6 cold, 7 piercing.
6 and 7 for a total of 13.
13 total damage.
Rolo, you see the panic overtake this man as Sheila charges up past and kind of slides into a flanking position before rearing up and sinking her teeth into the shoulder of this man. He goes down and he's trying to get her off before you see the blood start to freeze in place before he finally pushes her maw away, and you can see he's bloodied.
Just the way I like it.
And it is your turn.
And I'm gonna stab that bitch.
Sheila's gonna use her reaction to give him a d6 cold damage.
So you have assassinate because you've gone before him in the turn order.
I thought that happened first round of combat.
Only first round?
Yeah,
Then
well,
the
but I-
automatic crit does.
Yeah, the automatic crit.
yeah,
you
but
do
I have sneak attack because Sheila's within 5 feet.
Yeah, and you would have advantage regardless.
So I'm rolling.
You are rolling.
Okay. 23.
That'll hit. Low AC these fellas. You can see it's basic piecemeal leather armor.
Yeah, shit bandits is what they
And you
are.
said an extra d6?
An extra D6 cold, yeah. That's a cool reaction.
Drake
I get it.
Wardens are cool.
Cool reaction.
Shit.
Because it's cold.
It's official, guys. Just don't let your friends play DM with their Dungeons and Dragons with you, because they're just gonna play busted stuff, and like you have no idea how you're gonna balance encounters, and it's just
22
acid.
damage.
And he's dead.
Weak.
Like that was the exact number you needed.
That is amazing.
He is 100% using this to gauge our strength.
And then I'm gonna use my 10.
How would you like to dispatch this individual as he's mostly focused on Sheila?
And he's looking at Sheila, and he's just like,
He's
oh,
looking at her.
he's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and I'm like, I went and get next to his ear. I'm the one you should be looking out for, right through the neck.
With a very much nothing personnel kid, you just come up behind this man and in a fell swoop slit his throat, and Sheila is just covered in a gout of blood.
Sorry, girl. Then I'm going
Slides
to.
off actually, like water on a duck's back.
Oh, okay.
Silver dragon's quite hydrophobic.
I'm gonna take my movement
All right.
and go. Sheet.
Remember, you can cunning action dash.
And no, I don't want to do that though. Is this off the road or is it still on the road?
That is just into the tree line.
Okay, I'm gonna go there,
All right.
and I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide.
All right. Just like behind the first tree you can get to. Just
Do I need to roll? Or...
you do need to roll stealth. Alfie, it's hilarious. You see your brother run up swiftly to this tree and just almost immediately stop his momentum. And you can see the eyes of the bandits in there. They're trying to follow him, and then they keep going as he stopped, and then they're looking for him.
As I see them frantically looking, I just get out a chuckle. Say, good luck, assholes.
31.
31. You are confident you're hidden.
It's natural 19.
Nice.
You are confident you are hidden. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that's it.
All right, that brings us to Ferdinand. Edward, you're on deck.
Seeing the guy running off, can I still see him from where I'm at?
You can see him, however, he has 3/4
Thunderstep.
cover. You leaving this man's area does not provoke an act because you're pretty much teleporting.
It's a teleport,
correct?
yeah.
Okay.
He
But-
takes like shockwave damage.
He will be
does.
taking 3d10 shock damage.
There's a
Thunder
dexterity
damage.
save, I believe.
He will be making a con save
Con save.
of 16.
That's a 9. No, he fails.
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous.
1, 2, where'd I put my third? Sorry.
And this is 4D...
3d10.
3D10.
43.
9, 10, and a 6.
Nice.
A 9, a 10, and a 6.
Yep. So that is
25.
25.
Yeesh. You see, as you thunder step away, the last thing you see is the shockwave emanate from where you're standing, and this man is blown back into a tree. He does get pushed away, correct?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
What was the con save for?
To see if he took half damage or not.
Oh, really? That's weird.
So he
You
gets
see him,
pushed
he
back
gets-
either way?
No.
No,
Oh.
he doesn't. Like,
Oh, he doesn't get pushed back.
You
It's
see him, the
Thunderwave,
shockwave
doesn't-
pushes him into a tree, and he's reeling. You can see his orifices start to bleed just from the sonic boom you've emanated.
He got that shell shock. He's just like seeing double.
His eyes immediately bloodshot, his mouth slack-jawed, nose and ears bleeding. He's barely hanging on.
And as soon as I show up in front of this guy, I'm gonna yell, "Keep them alive!" And glare at this guy. Then my turn.
He's
no bonus
pretty
action?
far away
Or
to
action?
hear that.
With your passive perception, you would,
Yes.
and if he's yelling, you would all hear it.
Okay, good.
He
Bonus
said to
action.
keep the other people.
I don't think
the
I have
people
anything
alive.
else for a
Well, we
bonus
can't
action right
we
now.
can't keep the first three alive, brother. They're gone.
I'm not sure about this fourth one either, brother. My dagger is calling to me.
So that is your turn, you believe?
Yeah.
All
That's my
right,
turn.
Edward, it is your turn.
I will take my movement and walk up to the man that's pretty bloody right now.
You're unsure if he sees you, as he's just kind of like holding his ear, and like you can see his eyes are hazy. Like you don't even know if he's sure where he is anymore.
I will.
Shake and bake.
Once again, I will very kindly. I will suggest that we just that we don't fight and just talk for a while. I cast suggestions.
Try this one more time.
Natural 17.
That's rough.
DC
buddy.
16, correct?
It's 16.
Okay. Is
No, because
suggestion
I'm
a
looking at
bonus action or action?
Action.
It is
Action. Okay. Do you have any bonus action spells?
I pass.
All right. So that brings us to the bandits. 1 is dead. 2 is dead. 3 is being squared up on. So he will shakily take out a long sword, or a short sword rather, and take 2 lunges at you, Ferdinand. 1 is a 11 to hit,
Nope.
and the other is a 21 to hit.
Shield.
Teams.
Doesn't it still meet with 21 though?
Yeah, because your AC is 21, yeah?
Save the spell slot, mate.
Okay, yeah, no.
If the attack reaches your AC, it's a hit.
Yeah,
So,
no.
okay,
I
so
won't,
it'll hit you.
use shield then, yeah.
Oh, wait, I have to roll again because that was disadvantage.
Yep.
So the first attack is an 11 because you still haven't been hit yet
Oh yeah,
with your
nice.
massive AC.
Dude, our home campaign with Smitty,
10.
that item, so good.
Displacement, Cloak of Displacement, guys. Cheap magical item. Buy it quickly.
Everyone should have one.
Especially wizards.
Uh,
It comes back on the next turn.
He lunges at you and you sidestep it, and your after image, this shimmering version of you, just kind of sucks back into behind you, and he meets air, and like he turns around with a growl and tries again, and just to the other side of it, you are literally dancing around this person's blows. And that brings us to 4. Make a persuasion roll, Edward. Let's see if he heard you.
Nat 20.
Nice.
He heard every
That
word.
is a 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You're not sure if he's just physically defeated or if you got through to him, but the tree that he had previously been blown back against, he just kind of slumps and sits down, kind of holding his head. And that's his turn. 5, however, still got some fight left in him, and he does not have any clue where you went, Rolo.
Yep. One tree, can't see.
So he will break at a diagonal towards you, Rob, and just run 30 feet back onto the road. That will take him off the map, unfortunately.
We'll just go like right here.
Yeah, sure, good enough. And he can see you, Alfie, so he will take 2 attacks with his long bow. 15?
Miss.
17.
That'll hit.
Alright, so one of them meets, and you'll take 7 piercing damage. As this arrow catches, not your hip, but it just like grazes your left thigh. That will be his turn.
Better watch where you're aiming, pal.
Bringing us to the top of the initiative with Alfie.
Alright, so I'm going to bonus action. Move my hunter's mark to number 5 here.
Got it.
And I'm going to fire 2 arrows at him. Number 1 is 23.
That'll hit.
Number 2 is a 17.
That'll hit.
Alright. First hit. 16 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
Second hit. 10 points of piercing damage.
These 2 arrows catch him square in the gut, almost one on top of the other, and like one hand comes off of his bowstring and he begins to buckle before he draws another one and knocks it.
Alright, and I can't have Sheila use an action, so I'm going to come over here and make her move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 next to me.
Back to where she started.
Yes, right
Got
back
it.
to where she started.
Rolo, you're up.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna stealth up right next to him.
You would move out of the tree line to do that. Then you would be within plain sight of him.
She.
You can throw a dagger from a hidden position.
Yeah, shit. I'll just do that. Yeah.
Move through the tree line and throw the dagger.
Throw the dagger.
You're hidden, you'd get advantage, and it's not more than 20 feet away, so it wouldn't be straight.
When I throw it, I'm gonna try to aim it to where. Well, I'll just wait till we get it. Like 16.
Meets, just hits.
Nice.
Alright, so I'm doing a non-lethal. I'm gonna try to hit it with the butt of the dagger, not the tip of
Alright.
the dagger.
Shoot him in the forehead with the butt of it.
And this is considered a surprise attack because I'm hidden.
It
right?
is a sneak attack, yes. You had advantage. This is against number 5, correct?
Yep.
Am I correct in assuming he is knocked unconscious?
Chunk.
Stop! He's already dead.
25.
25 damage.
And that was with 3 ones.
You pull back your dagger and you go to throw it, and then you're like, wait a minute, and you turn it around and just like with a no spin, sidearm the dagger, and it flies through the air and like catches him in the temple. You see this dagger just come out of nowhere and like clock this man, and like for a moment you think it's stuck in his head before it like falls out of his hood and he just kind of slumps forward. The arrows you've riddled him with kind of just out the back. But he's still breathing.
But he's knocked out.
He is unconscious.
Okay.
Very good, brother.
Then I'm gonna take my other 3
Just
my other
throw the
15
mic.
movement back toward Alfie. Bonus action hide.
Got it.
You get advantage on
I
stealth.
do. Cocked. Blue.
That's cacked.
That indeed is a cock.
Cheat.
There are
25.
no roosters in this combat.
25.
25?
There can be.
Alfie?
Polymorph.
Alfie, unlike the first time, you do catch glimpses of a cloak run through the tree line, and you see it just kind of billow ever so slightly out from behind one of the trees. However, the bandits that are remaining certainly do not, and you are very confident you're hidden from all opposition. That brings us to you, Ferdinand.
toss my more. I'll toss one of my blades off to the side and cast Shadow Blade in that hand,
Hell yes.
and then make. I believe I can still make 2 attacks with that if with Blade Song active.
Yeah, because Blade Song gives you 2 action attacks, right?
Yeah.
Or 2 attacks in an action.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
So yeah, I'll do that.
During one of your almost wave-like motions, you just kind of flip one of the blades out of your offhand, and it spirals in the air before sinking itself into the dirt. And as you come back around, you drag the shadows of this darkened forest, and it creates a blade in itself, which you then flourish for an attack.
I'll just roll. I'll roll both d20 for both attacks.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just to get.
You're not in darkness, so they don't have advantage
Yeah.
on the dark or on
So
the
it's a-
shadow blade.
Use my hit modifier, right?
Shadow Blade uses your spellcasting modifier, I believe.
Yes.
Where'd
I think with
where'd
Blade Song
see it?
active, you get your intelligence modifier anyway, though.
Oh, do you?
I believe. Because I was looking into that for Smitty.
I don't know. Tell me how to play your class.
Gotta
Just
do it
me,
every
doesn't-
episode. New class, who dis?
Which you are proficient, so yeah. So that's. And. So yeah, that's plus 8. 15 plus 8, that'll hit.
15 plus 8,
And then 9 plus 8 is.
17.
that'll
Still hits.
hit.
Listen, y'all got all the leeway y'all need. It took Liam O'Brien 3 years to learn how to play rogue, so.
Shots
I
fired.
will roll 2d8. It's an 8 and a 4.
That's my hero you talk about there.
Rogues.
He comes out of nowhere. The fuck you said?
12. And then second attack. 9.
Still, with just these 2 attacks, you flourish both blades, and he's uncertain which one to focus on before you cross them in, and just one from the chest to the hip and another across the gut. 2 clean cuts, and he's immediately bloodied. Like, you can see his leather armor become soaked in crimson. He's looking rough.
And for my free action, I'll tell him, you might as well quit now. But he's probably got too much fight left in him for that.
I marked off the wrong initiative, because I'm intelligent. Edward, it is your turn.
Alright. I will.
You will what?
I will suggest
Who? Who will you suggest?
the man in front of me.
He's already suggested.
I will suggest.
Hold on. Before you do this, I think I need to clarify. Edward, you can clearly tell this man is defeated. Like, there is no more fight left in him.
Like, he's all
Emotionally
around crying.
defeated. Like, you can't see his face. He's kind of fetal positioned up right now. But, like, you don't suspect he will be running anywhere. Mostly because his inner ear is busted and he can't balance upright.
Well,
Welcome to the Thunderdome. Motherfucker.
Bards. So many options.
Casters, man. Casters.
I knew what I was doing, what I was going to do.
God, every time. Just reminds me so much of Age of War.
I love this song. It's my favorite combat music. Age of War is a fantastic game.
Alright, listeners, any of you who don't know what Age of War is, you're too young. Gotta get out. Sorry.
That's not true.
Please stay.
No, that's 100% true.
Please
This
stay.
is
We need
a
all the
very
listeners.
adult podcast.
I will.
I don't know, we're PG-13.
Alright.
God, how old is Age of War?
It's pretty old. I remember playing it in high school.
Yeah. I remember playing in elementary.
I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, you're way older than me. Never mind.
Alright,
I'm the baby here.
sorry about that. I will go up to him. I will go up to him.
And the man in fetal is who
Yeah.
you're going up to.
Yes.
Poor guy.
Kick him in the nose.
I'll go up to him. Pat him on the shoulder. When it was a good shot though, and I'll cast Cure Wounds.
How much do you healing?
That's a 1, so 5.
5. Okay. Okay. Anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I will. I will bonus action inspire Sheila.
That's my boy.
How do you inspire Sheila?
I'll pull out my flute, play the tune like Dragon Tales, and
Nice. Nice. I love it.
And
All right. I think you're allowed to stay if you're not old enough to know Dragon Tales because that's got to be so old at this point.
You're allowed
Yeah.
to stay no matter what. Shut up.
No, I'm here to drive people away.
inspire. She gets a
All right.
1d10.
So Sheila gets a D10 inspiration to use on any save, check, or attack she wishes.
Nice.
And is that your turn?
Yes.
Brings us to the bandits. Number 3. Ferdinand, roll me a persuasion attempt. Or intimidation, your choice. I need to find a longer battle music.
We should find a way to loop them.
I
That
need
would be
to.
nice.
I can. I just forgot to hit the button.
Natural 20.
A
Plus
natural 20.
Nice.
So 22 total.
What did you do? Intimidation or persuasion?
Didn't matter either.
Okay,
I know.
spells
Yeah,
are the
which
way they
one?
need to be.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
So be a nice guy about it.
Nah, intimidation.
Intimidation.
Not so nice, yeah.
Okay. In this guy's turn, he's gonna raise his hands and drop the short sword, and then just turn away full action dash and just try to run.
Attack of
Wrong
opportunity.
choice. Attack of opportunity.
Pardon.
He got lucky as fuck. That's a natural 1.
Oof. Wait, are you using?
It's 1 plus 8.
Now, correct me if I'm
No.
wrong, but you have Warcaster, correct?
Yeah.
Would you like to use a spell instead of an attack?
That is a fair point.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
I don't know what spells you have.
Thunder Wave.
Fireball.
Oh, no, sir.
You won't get away so easily.
You've made a mistake.
Be incinerated.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
I didn't prepare Fireball.
Oh, sad.
Not today, folks.
Just know that if you use a spell that requires an attack roll, I will need to use
I
the roll
will
you made.
cast Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire. Okay.
He's not getting away. He's lighting up like a Christmas tree, I guess.
That's a deck save?
Nah, I'll just stick with my attack.
Oh, just attack? Okay.
Yeah, and so that's 1. Do I get my proficiency with that still?
Yeah.
So 7. Now use that inspiration die.
Oh, okay.
Plus a D10.
Yeah, I haven't told you if it
That's
hits
a
yet.
12.
So
That's a 12, buddy.
that's a D12. Stop it!
That's a D12. Okay. Caught me right as I.
I think everybody told you.
Okay, yeah. No, that was 5 on that.
Okay, so the total?
Is that 7 plus 8 plus 5? That's 20.
14.
14 misses as you go to swing at like one of his legs to try to stop him. He kind of just like hops it and just dashes away. So 60 feet. He's off the board, but
Shit, I forgot about this whole time too. I should have had a steel defender and all that shit with us too.
we needed to talk about
Homunculus,
that.
yeah.
That's a whole bag of beans right there.
Here, buddy. Come
Whole
on.
bag of beans. But is that your turn? Oh wait, that's his turn.
Yeah, how far did he move?
He moved
30?
60 just
60?
yeah.
Shit.
Other way, homie. He's not going towards the enemies, yeah. Like he's off the board, unfortunately. Need bigger table. Anybody with a high enough perception check would still be able to perceive them on their turn. Except for you, Alfie, you can see this man. He's not making an attempt to hide. 25 passive, like you just look in his direction. Oh, there he is.
Just wait till
That
level
brings us to
12,
4. Considering the dice I rolled.
He's gonna come
Your
at me.
hand glows as you release this cure wounds, and you can see the shaking stops for a moment, and he brings his hands away from his ears, and he stands, and he's amazed that he can just keep his balance now, and then he looks at you, and you can see his legs tense, like he wants to run, and then he sees 4 dead friends.
3. And
Three.
Oh yeah,
and one
that guy's
is
still alive. Forget
He doesn't
knocked
know
him out.
that.
Yeah, he doesn't know that. That's a fair point. And then he just sits back down. Yeah, he's not risking that. So that brings us back to the combat with Alfie. You
As
see
I-
one fleeing man and one defeated man and one unconscious man. What would you
So I
like to do?
can tell this defeated man poses no threat to us any longer, correct?
As far as you can tell, yes.
Alrighty.
With a passive inside of like 11.
I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I have 35 movement speed, by the way. I'm gonna run up to this man and say, as I have an arrow knocked at him, and say, "Who do you work for, mate?"
You say that, and he just kind of looks
Where
at
is
you
she?
and just with kind of a confused, but also don't shoot me in the face kind of posture. Is that your turn?
Alfie, friend, you're scaring him.
They attacked us, Edward. I'm trying to find out who sent them, why they attacked us, and if this was just by coincidence or someone's after us for some reason.
Look at the man. He's defeated, friend.
That's because they vastly underestimated us, friend.
There's no need to be rude about this.
I'm not trying to be rude. You underestimated our power. Yeah. I'm just saying, mate. This guy
You're
could
calling
turn on
them
us
weak
at
and look
any
at him.
second.
Am I correct in assuming nobody wishes to pursue the fleeing individual?
Oh no, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I trust
take your
my
sentence,
brother to...
take your answer as a reaction,
Alright.
and then we'll move through the rolls to rolling. What would you like to do on your turn if
Alright.
combat is still initiated?
How far away is he right now?
From you, he's about 110 feet.
110?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can...
This is 40, about 100.
Yeah.
160.
You can
Okay,
run
100 plus
90
60
feet.
I got
to
it.
100, yeah.
No. 40, where he was.
And then 60.
60.
So 100.
So 100,
I
yeah.
said about 110.
Okay,
I was
so-
close.
You said
I'll
So-
eyeball
140.
that.
You said 140, but we'll ignore that.
Yes.
So
ignore it,
while
you should.
stealthed,
Yes.
right, I'm gonna run 30.
Okay.
Bonus action dash 30.
Okay.
Action dash 30.
No. Take out one of the daggers from the thing of 4 daggers I picked up and chuck the fuck out at it. 60 feet.
60 feet at disadvantage.
That's fine.
So it will be a straight roll.
Yes.
If he just did 60 feet run, he should have it 40.
Yeah, his max range is
Yeah.
60, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, give me a straight roll run. Because this man doesn't see you coming. He's not paying half attention to what's behind him. He's
Was
trying
he
to get
hurt?
away. He was hurt.
He's very hurt.
Shit.
That one.
Look.
Yes. Luck points.
19.
So that will hit.
And because he ran like a little bitch, this is lethal.
You don't get sneak attack. It wasn't at advantage.
What? I was stealth.
But it was at you threw outside of your
Son
standard
of a
range.
hoe.
Yeah. If you'd
Well-
have been within 20 feet, that would have been good. So you get a D4.
That 6.
6 points of damage. Alright. You hear him wince, and you see the dagger make contact with his lats. And then he just goes back into a lower run. Like, he's not stopping. He's still up.
You can catch him next turn.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Anything else?
Nah.
Alright. That brings us to Ferdinand. What would you like to do? He's like, what's the range on Guiding Bolt? How many spell slots can I put in
Guiding
this?
bolt's like 120.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, he could
120,
reach him.
160, something like that.
He could reach him.
42 him. That would get me within 20, right?
Yeah.
Gonna run 42 him.
You have 40 movement speed?
Yes.
When he's blade singing.
And then throw my Shadow Blade 20.
Oh, yeah.
Can you throw
Yes.
your Shadow Blade? Really?
Yep.
Does it come back to you?
Yes.
Nice.
Really? Yes.
What a great
hell?
spell.
12 plus
That's gonna
8. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
20.
2d8 of damage. That's another 9.
Is that 9 on the dice, or is that
9 on the
modifiers?
dice.
What about your modifiers?
My modifiers doesn't get my modifiers.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nope.
Okay. So just 9 damage.
Yep.
You sling the Shadow Blade, less like throwing something and more like Kratos' extended whip with the Blades of Chaos. It just extends 20 feet and crosses across his back. And you see he almost falls just flat forward before catching himself on all fours and getting back up into a run. He's limping heavily, but he's still on his feet.
I think he's gonna get away.
Keep this up and he sure as hell
He
won't.
said he's not getting away from me.
Anything else?
I don't have any other bonus actions, so no. I will enter.
Alright. Edward, that brings us to you.
But this man I will Wob is still pointing a bow at him, right?
Yes.
I'd be like, come on now, and I will, this man, I will put my arm around him and be like, this is my friend, right there, and I will cast Charm Portion. But
Okay.
now, I will say, DM, this is up to you, and he probably will have advantage. But it says
Yeah, y'all have not ended combat yet.
we're fighting him, and I don't think we're fighting him. So, but that, as I said, that's up to you.
I would say as long as combat is initiated and has not stopped, which as long as there are two individuals chasing one of this man's friends through the wood trying to murder him,
Fair enough.
I would say he will have advantage on this wisdom check, correct? Or
Yep.
save.
Yeah, he has advantage.
That's... we'll keep it. 14.
I believe he fails.
If your save DC is 16.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's charmed. He considers you an ally. He can take no hostile actions against you. But he will say, as soon as you charm him, the kind of fear kind of goes out of his face for a while, and it's replaced with concern. As he kind of like looks over and sees these figures running through the... just running through the forest, and he's like, Can you please stop? We were just hungry.
Too late, you die.
Well, now
And
there's
that
more
will be his
food-
reaction, I suppose.
There's more food to go around.
Anything else, Edward?
It's a shame we don't have a lizard folk in this.
That was pretty low spoken as well, so I'd say the only. Oh yeah, y'all are far too far away. So, yeah, neither of y'all heard that. Sheila just vibing in the middle of the road, guarding the horses, I guess.
Have we, well, at least me, have I pretty much lost contract with these two? Contact?
You could yell at them, and you're almost certain you would be able to like talk to them, but you would have to yell.
Alright.
Like they're fairly far away.
Alright.
But anyway, resign your stuff to a bonus action and like a short sentence if there's something else you'd like to do.
I will bonus
Because
action.
we are still in combat.
Alright. I will bonus action. Alfie. Bard of Inspiration, Alfie.
Oh, give Alfie a D10.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got it.
Dragon Tails too.
Just keep with the dragon tail. Understood. That brings us to the bandits. One is defeated, one is hauling ass. He will continue to do so. And he is... He's so hurt, I'm not sure he could take an action to dash. But you know what? Rules is written says he can. So, he will do so.
Desperation.
Yeah, just pure adrenaline.
Just to let you know,
He doesn't even
I'm,
feel the dagger in the ribs anymore.
I'm not hunting him down anymore.
Oh, you're not going after him?
Nah.
You don't want
So-
that dagger back?
You're just letting him go?
Yeah, I'm letting him go.
Are you letting him go?
I will. Nah, I'll let him go.
You'll let him go?
We'll get that dagger back later.
Okay.
Is the dagger stuck in him?
Yes.
Oh,
If you hit him.
I thought he pulled it out.
Pretty good.
No, you hit him in the ribs,
Get
he
the
just
other
like
guys
kind of put
close.
his hand there.
That's a shitty dagger anyway.
It's just basic dagger.
I took it from the last guy I killed.
Combat is ended. And because of that, you all kind of collect yourselves for a moment. Ferdinand, as soon as you kind of resign it, you're like, I'll let it go. I'll let it go. You see this man, he gets about like another 5 yards out before he kind of like stops to lean on a tree and then just like collapses.
Get my
I
dagger!
guess I'll just walk
Are you
up
going to him or
Going to him. Then.
you're going to him? He's still breathing.
Where he's at.
He's still breathing, but he is very much unconscious. Can I collect those dice, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
So we're out of
You
combat
guys-
now.
We are out of combat now.
All right, I'll look down to
As
the
we just
defeated
hard
guy.
cut to this peaceful music.
Yeah. I'll look down to the peaceful guy that's not doing anything anymore. And why didn't you just say so, mate? I can just show you how to find fucking food.
You say that, and he just kind of looks at you like, who are you?
Well, we're just travelers, mate. But I mean, if you're hungry, just shit. I mean, you could have just waved us down and been like, oh shit, we're hungry, we're so starving, we don't know what to do. And I'd have been like, well shit, man, we got all this scavenged food I found on the way. Here, take some berries. And I will pull out some berries and give him.
While this is happening, I would like
I like to think you just pull out some berries and are like, here! And shove
Take
them
some
in his
berries,
face.
mate.
I want to go to the unconscious guy.
Which one?
The only unconscious guy.
That's gonna take a minute, son. You just ran
This
so
guy is
far.
unconscious, and the guy who just collapsed out in the forest is also
Oh no,
unconscious.
the first one.
The one you knocked out.
Yeah, I want
Okay.
to get my dagger,
Okay,
That I
it
left.
gets clattered to the road.
and
next
then I
the
want to
road.
go to the dead guy I killed, get
Okay.
my dagger and loot him.
Give me an investigation check on that guy.
Cool, gotcha.
You kind of like force these berries upon this
Well,
individual.
no, I'm not trying to
And
like
he like collects
force
them
him
in
into
his
his hand.
hand.
I just toss him to him.
He like collects them in his hand.
Nat 20.
Oh, I thought you were
Nice.
holding up a 2. I was like, ha ha.
Yep.
And then he said nat 20. I was like,
I have a question. Can I insight check him saying that they just wanted food?
yeah, you can insight check him. As long as you remember to talk at the mic.
Alright.
But he just kind of bumbles over his words for a moment, and it's like most people are just willing to part with their stuff.
Well, we aren't most people, mate.
He looks at one of his dead friends. Clearly.
Well, to be fair, you attacked us first and started shooting us with arrows, so we had only one choice at that point, which was to kill the fuck out of you.
And I just yell, "You hurt my fucking horse!"
To be fair, you sprung a trap and we stopped you. And then you almost decapitated one of our friends.
Well, yeah, you got traps laying in the woods here. We did not see it until it was too late. That was not our fault. We were trying to be careful. And then you guys came out of the woods and pointed arrows at us. So we were like, oh shit, we're under attack. We should fight back. And so then we shot you and stabbed you until this happened now.
You can't tell that he's lying or anything. And you would know under the prerequisites of this spell, he's not incapable of lying to you, but he has no desire to. He considers you a friend.
Just want to know, I'm still gonna be buddy.
Yeah, like you're like pseudo intimidating him, just like I will shove my thumb up in your wound if you try to leave.
Damn.
But like at this point, it's moved from like hostile, no it's your fault, to more of like he can tell that you're his friend. So as far as this spell is concerned, you're his friend. And it's a situation of like, no you, no you, no you.
Listen, mate, we'll just agree to disagree. We'll say everybody's at fault a little bit, right? So now we can take this learning situation and turn it into a positive.
He
will
points to one of the dead guys and I'm not sure about that.
Is he
If
pointing
you
to the
let-
one that I'm looting?
Yes.
If you let me continue, I will show the remainder of your friends who are left alive how to scavenge for berries and things of that nature in the woods so you don't go hungry, so you don't have to make foolish mistakes like attacking a bunch of guys who are very well armed and look like they've seen some shit.
In my defense, and the defense of my poorly departed friends, I'm the only one here who can read. So, I mean, it's not like any of those guys would know what was poisonous and what wasn't, especially since I don't. So, like, can we stop trying to shift blame here and just accept that all of my friends are dead and none of yours are? So, honestly, I think I'm the victim here.
That depends on which way you look at it, mate.
I'm pretty sure the guards would look at it as, those guys are dead, and these guys aren't.
About this
Yes.
time, I'll get back from the other body
And it was self-defense.
and
Every-
hand him
Right.
his dagger and say, "If it makes
Who
you feel
looks
better."
like they needed to defend who here? Like, look at me. Until 5 minutes ago, I couldn't hear.
All this means is you should be better.
Wait, I couldn't heal.
I mean,
Right, you're drunk.
all I'm saying is you're gonna be bandits and you're gonna attack people who are traveling down the road. You should probably be a little bit better prepared.
Let's not assign any labels here.
Let's not use the B
We
word.
preferred opportunists.
Well, you picked the wrong opportunity, friend.
Do I find anything on the body?
You find 10 silver.
That's it?
Yep.
They're
Very.
starving, Meg.
Fucking idiot.
You find a journal.
Oh, cool.
You try to read it. It's so broken. Like, the words are. Like,
I thought that was the only one that could read.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he's the only one who can write. Like, this dude thought he was
Right.
writing stuff.
So it's just like scribbles.
Yeah,
and
it's gibberish.
Huh.
Like, these aren't words.
Chicken
You thought they
scratch.
were words. But like, the dude who is charmed, like, consigns to it. He's like, fine. And he points to some berry bushes. He's like, show me. Which
Alright.
ones are. And
Now listen.
as you kind of tutor this man on which berries are poisonous. He's pointed at a blueberry bush and a blackberry bush. They're both edible. He doesn't know that, though.
I'm gonna go to the blackberries, and I'm just gonna be like, now listen, under no circumstance should anyone ever eat these. If you eat these, your face will swell up 5 times its normal size, right? And then, when you least expect it, you're gonna start to feel better. And you're gonna be like, maybe it's over. And then boom, your head explodes.
He has no reason to doubt you. He pulls out like a small, like a scrap of paper. Like, and you can see there's a few things written on it. And like, with your passive perception, you can see like, he's got a little note. It says, oh, we caught a deer today. And another little note, it's just like, I feel really bad about having to take from that family, but we've got to eat.
That's so fucked up.
And then you see him write down another one, and he's like, do not eat. And he like scribbles a picture of the berries on this
Now
bush.
these are called blackberries. The
And then
black
he-
part means death, right?
And then beside that berry, he scribbles a head, and it's like glowing, like the warheads kind of icon.
Yeah.
And as you continue to school this man with probably not true information,
No. The blueberries are fine. They're fucking delicious. You put them in a pie. You bake them into some bread. Awesome. Right?
fellas, we're gonna take a short break and come back in just a few moments.
Muffins are also good.
Break time.
All right, and we're back from our break. When we last left off, we'd resolved a small scuffle, and I believe you, Alfie, were having a talk with the mostly willing by his own nature companion that you've now met out of
And you
these
see
bandits.
here, walnuts. These little things right here, they pair very well with the berries I've just shown you.
Uh-huh.
You can eat those and get all your proteins
Yeah.
that you need.
Yeah.
And then you can travel further. So, you take the
I'm
information.
gonna go check the horses real quick and check to see out which one, if any got injured or whatnot.
All right. You're showing him these berries, and he's just kind of like just agreeable at this point. And you can see him occasionally. He'll like take his shirt and like wipe his neck to like try to staunch a wound. But you, Ferdinand, you go over to the horses, and all of them seem fine, save for Shadow. He seems to be favoring one leg.
I'll walk up to her and
It's
stroke
a
her
he!
mane for a little bit.
All right,
And cast healing word. Yeah, no.
cure wounds.
Cure wounds, yeah, that's the word.
Healing word, holy shit.
You cast healing. I did who? You cast cure wounds on Shadow as you're stroking his mane and moving down towards the haunches to where he's favoring that leg.
Yep.
And you kind of pat him on the back and roll to see how much you heal.
6. I
Plenty.
healed her 6 HP.
Motherfucker.
You heal the 6 HP as your hand begins to glow as it strokes her fur, and very quickly they lean on the foot again, and they seem right as rain.
I walk over to Alfie and I'm like, brother, are you giving them the walnut treatment again?
Come on, we gotta go, guys.
The what?
Burning daylight.
Yeah, listen to Ferdinand, we really gotta go. So take this knowledge I've given you and be better, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Now let's go, boys. And I will go back to Sheila.
I turn around like he definitely gave him the walnut talk again.
You can see as you start to like saddle up and leave, he kind of like sits there for a moment. The walnut talk? Before you start to ride off, and he tails behind you for a little while until he comes to his unconscious friend. He kind of like picks him up by the collar and slaps him awake with a few good pats.
I probably should have told him I had a concussion.
It's a bit more than a concussion.
And as this one comes to, he's obviously groggy, and dude grabs him by the head and he's like shaking him. And then they both get up and they go and they start dragging the bodies of their previous compatriots closer to the road for some reason. But you all begin off with you, Alfie, in the lead again.
Yes.
You've burned about half an hour in that little encounter.
We will speed up just a little bit to catch back up on our time, make sure we get there by dusk.
You move into a stronger gallop with Sheila kind of breaking into like a tiger's sprint. And as you go, the weather starts to get breezier and start to cool off as these amber colors that are overtaking the sky as sunset creeps in is met with some clouds, and a light downpour begins, which quickly grows into a more heavy kind of deluge, if you would. And you run through the rain, and just as night is really settling in, about 8 o'clock, you arrive at Lake Lorry. And despite the rain and the wind, the lake itself is beautiful, and the northern shore of it has a town of some size. It's quite large, but it's not quite big enough to be a city by any means. But you can see plenty of shaded lanterns and candles still lit, reflecting off of the surface of the lake beautifully. The venue here, despite the relatively shitty weather, is still quite pretty. And as you approach the gates, there is a stable man out, kind of under a small awning, with like squinted eyes, kind of looking out into the darkness, kind of an old jaundiced fellow, and he comes out to meet you, kind of like expecting you to stable the horses. And then he sees you and notices it's not a horse, and he kind of...
I will get off of Sheila and then bamp her away.
You get off of Sheila and you kind of... It's okay, sir. And he kind of like settles in, and then you snap your fingers and Sheila vanishes, and he... like, immediately back to a rain.
I walk
sorry,
over.
sir. He does this way too often.
I get off Shadow and I walk over to him, and I'm like, "It's okay, boy," and I tap my fingers.
You snap your fingers and nothing happens.
I want to stable him. What are you doing?
He's wordlessly just kind of like processing, and he like holds out a
I'll
hand.
sit there, smile, hop off, and snap my fingers, and my owl will show up on my shoulder.
He doesn't react at first, and then the owl shows up and he and like darting between the four of you, and he...
I will snap and cast invisibility on Tulip.
You snap and cast invisibility, you
This
place the hand
poor
on Tulip,
fucking
and this guy
stable
vanishes,
man.
and he just had no idea. Like, he was holding a hand out to all
Counterspell.
four of you.
I'll snap again and counterspell that, so it doesn't fully vanish.
What
Only
level did you
half.
cast?
Only partially.
It blinks.
Goes
This man is already confused at this point. Like, he's...
Don't mess with the man any more than we need
His hand is out, and he's just, like, looking at you. Because you're the only one who still has a horse. And then
I have
Tulip
no
comes
horse.
back, and he's... You also summoned an owl out of nothing, so he's trepidatious
I
to say
just
the
look
least.
at him. I'm like, "Are you gonna take my horse or not?"
I'll
And he's
handle
nodding and
I'll
like
handle the
asking for the reins and
and
like
I'll-
still got a hand out.
Yeah, I give him the
Put a
however
silver in
much.
his hand.
You stable your horse?
Well, you should probably
Stable
lock
my
it
horse.
off.
Stable your
total.
horse?
Stable.
Stable your horse? Okay, that's 2 copper from a lot of you.
I give him a silver for his trouble.
Okay. He deserves it.
For his
At least.
emotional trouble.
You flick him the silver, and everybody else kind of like shrugs and continues on as he's got the reins of your 3 horses.
Okay,
And you can see he's a little surprised to get the tip, and kind of there's no teeth in his mouth. He just kind of did it out of habit. But you
I'm
enter.
not sure the audience understands fully, but I think they might get context from that.
That's true. No video again.
Very funny
he
face.
Gnaws.
Very
He
funny
gnaws on the silver
He
coin.
does that
He
bite
gums it.
thing to make
He gums
sure
it.
it's real.
Real good.
Nothing moist, already wet in the rain.
As we go to leave, I'll just go, hey, Ferdinand, so you think it'd be a good idea for us to just go to the inn for tonight and maybe check out some more places tomorrow if we don't find any information there?
I can imagine that a contact might try to meet us at the tavern or an inn.
Yeah, possibly. Alright, let's check there first. Let's go, boys.
All right.
As we start to walk away, is the stable guy like walking the horses back?
Yeah, he's walking the horses.
I want
around.
to stealth behind him and it's right next to his ear.
Anything you roll would be well enough to stealth on this man, especially in the heavy rain. You walk up and like he jumps to one side and you immediately go to the other and then he just kind of like pulls his hood down and just like
Poor man.
soldiers on.
I'll
Just
go-
keeping you on your
As we're
toes.
walking,
The rest of his life.
I'll swap out my cloaks and switch to my cloak of many fashions.
You buffet your coat and what are you after?
switching it to like the more rain.
Okay,
gear.
like a heavy leather
Yeah.
shawl. Got it. Y'all watch as he buffets his jacket or his cape rather, and it goes from like this soaked kind of padded furred material to a slick leather shawl that just kind of sheds the rain. But you proceed into the town of Lake Lorry, and I would say the majority of you would know that this town really has no name. It's more of a second thought to the lake itself, as during most of the time, the lake is a very beautiful sight. Even as you approached it in this downpour, it was still very pretty amongst this plain, with what little light coming from the town reflecting off of the waters, and just a generally inviting air of it. And as you proceed into the town, you notice that many of the buildings that line the thoroughfare have awnings pulled out to give anybody who's maybe not dressed for this kind of weather a relatively dry path to walk. And walking people are, despite the hour. There are still many people out kind of talking to each other, carrying bottles, just kind of having a good time in this area, and the mood seems to be high despite the drearier weather.
On the way before we get to the taverns. Alright guys, so listen. Remember in the letter we got from the king, it said that this guy that we're escorting is under no circumstance to have anything go wrong. So we've got to be on our P's and Q's, as they say.
That's pretty much all the fucking letter said. It didn't tell us anything about anything else.
Well, I know we're gonna have to do some investigating, but
But could just be blunt about it. His name is Jeff.
Now, the three of you would know that while there are several... My name Jeff. While there are several venues that offer their roof to travelers for a modest fee, sort of a Airbnb, if you would, for the time, there is one venue that's quite a recognized establishment. It doubles as a tavern and pub, called the Rusted Horseshoe. It's relatively centralized to town, and if you continue this thoroughfare, you'll make your way there quite quickly. Would you like to proceed on?
Yes.
Alright. You make your way there in no time flat, and as you walk in, it's well lit. The interior is welcoming and warm. And you, Alfie, with your passive perception, you would notice there are two individuals of some regard that should be taken note of. One on the first level where you've entered, there's a relatively larger man with a wrapped greatsword next to him that he's kind of got one arm around, almost protective of it, kind of mulling over a large mug. You can see him, he's looking down, strong features, uncovered face, but very dour individual. And then up on the overlook, there is a man in full plate, very well kept plate. And you see he's got his arms crossed, leaning on the banister, kind of like tapping an arm. And as he sees you four enter, he's breathes a sigh of relief. What would you like to do as you enter?
I'll kind of tap Ferdinand. Look up there. I think that's our guy.
Might be.
I'm not listening at all. I'm going to get some drinks.
You go to get some drinks.
I tell the group that the first round's on me.
You just tell it to the group.
Alright,
I just say it.
we'll be upstairs.
Alright.
Let's go.
The people in the immediate vicinity kind of, and then they see you're not talking to them and they just go,
Not you. Not you.
See, one person
Sit
gives you-
down.
One person gives you the fingers.
The fingers, not the finger.
But
Fucking delinquents.
You proceed to the bar, and as you do... Oh, that's even better. Does a 21 hit?
I'm getting a sense of deja vu. I know this cup's coming. I want to catch it.
Strangely enough, you're true. Like, you swear you dreamt of this moment, and you look back and there's a mug just flying straight at your face. Give me a dexterity check. Or save, rather. A save, not a check.
23.
23. You turn around just as the mug is about to like hit you straight in the bridge of the nose, and you just put up a hand. And you think to yourself, "Wow, has this already happened?"
Do I have superpowers?
I look over to Alfie like,
It's one of those. It's very much one of those "Am I Spider-Man" moments.
I'm like, brother, I'm a wizard. I can see the future.
I don't think so, brother.
I will press the dentation, big fat liar on the back of his back.
Ferdinand just kind of walks up and he's like, "Yeah, you sure are," and pats
Pats
you.
you on the back.
And like Alfie, you see just big fat liar appears on his back.
Liar is underlined.
I will also use put the dentation maybe like neon.
And
like
the
throwing.
neon.
I ain't stealth it worth a damn now.
No, you're not.
Nope.
All right. Well,
Would I see this?
it's on your back.
Would I feel? Oh, that's true.
Harmless sensory effect.
That's true.
No.
I wouldn't see it.
No.
All right. Well, me, Ferdinand, and Edward are gonna go upstairs while my brother here gets some drinks.
Now, Alfie, with your passive perception, another thing you would have noticed is on the inside of the bar, above the entranceway, there's a relatively well-carved sign of dark oak and very hand engraved. It's got the name of the bar. It is the Rusted Horseshoe. And you would also notice that horseshoe is spelled incorrectly.
Perfect. I'll head upstairs.
You head upstairs as you go to get drinks.
Yes.
What are you getting?
I'm getting 3 ales for me and my friends, and a tequila sunrise for that sophisticated guy.
You go up to one of the workers and you're like, 3 ales and a tequila sunrise, and they pull out a small piece of paper and they say 3 ales and a beer. And
3 L's.
the intellectuals among you may realize that ale and beer are almost synonymous.
I was thinking that, but my intelligence plus 1.
But he hands the piece of paper off to somebody carrying trays, and within the minute, somebody else has come with your 4 mugs.
Did I see them go up the stairs?
You would have if you're paying attention to your
Okay.
Like, you see as you went to the bar, they branched off, and you kind of eyed them, and they're going upstairs.
Okay.
Who is following Alfie? You said you would,
obviously, yeah.
Ferdinand, and you, Edward, got it.
Yep.
So the 3 of you head upstairs, and about the time y'all reach the landing, the mugs have been delivered, and you follow? Or do you just kind of sit there?
Are y'all gonna come get your drinks?
No,
We
got
told
business.
we told you to meet us upstairs, brother.
Fine. Chug off 4.
All 4 of them. You just down them, like shot them one after the other.
And then I walk up the stairs.
Give me a Constitution save.
I'm about to be fucked. Constitution save?
Yeah.
$23.
23, very nice.
I'm about to be
19.
fucked, he says.
You shoot them all, and then like there's a brief moment of and you kind of hiccup a little bit. Not bad. And you go to walk away, and as you do, the barkeep kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder, like, you need to pay, son.
Oh, shit. You're my father?
You need to pay for the drink.
Oh. Be more specific next time. I pull out the drinks and I give it to him.
All right, it's running about 3 silver.
Pricey drinks. That's what you get.
The confusion there is fantastic.
Fuck.
But you meet him up the stairs just as you 3 meet with this individual, and you see the look of confusion kind of died down as you've approached him so staunchly, and he kind of recognizes it.
As we walk up, I'll just say, you the gentleman we're supposed to meet about the escort job?
Yeah, I might as well be. I'm the current guard. There was another, but we woke up in the forest on the way here, and he was gone.
Gone.
Yeah, I had to come up with a really wild story to cover that up. But listen, and he kind of ushers the 4 of you
I'm
now.
gonna insight check that to make sure he's telling us the truth.
I also like to insight.
Go for it.
It's a 21, sir.
All right.
17.
17 and 21. As far as you can tell, this man's being honest with you.
All right.
Like, there's too many nerves involved here. Like, judging just from his body language and his eyes. Like,
You said he's wearing plate
nervous.
armor?
He is wearing plate.
All right.
And you didn't see which way he went?
He took first watch. He vanished in the night. We woke up.
You didn't see no footprints, going a specific direction, just none of that?
Nothing. It was crazy.
So it's like he just vanished.
Horse, too. I would imagine that he just left.
Okay.
But, like, I've no clue, man. And listen,
There's only
Where were
one.
you located when this happened?
we were about a day's west of here.
Is that anywhere close to where that village
No, that's a
disappeared?
joke. Y'all came from the west.
We came from the west?
Yeah.
We killed him!
Yeah, they came from the south. So about a day's south of Lake Lowry. They stopped for camp in one of the woods, and as far as you can tell, dude just vanished.
Alright, alright. I get the
Or at least this
group.
guy's convinced of it.
I turn to the group and I huddle together. I'm like, okay, guys, there's only one explanation for this.
You're an idiot.
He's a ghost rider.
I push him back.
Ghost?
So,
What's a ghost
Who we
rider,
escorted?
brother?
Do you know what a ghost is?
and when are we leaving?
Well, they
we can't
vanished
leave
and
now.
he's riding
Too
a
much
fucking
rain,
horse.
and-
It's a ghost rider.
She doesn't like the rain. We're just lucky that
That's the only
place
way
is
he
so
could-
I
pretty,
wish
so
I
happy.
had cloak and silence for these fools. I'm sorry.
As
You
long
knew
as
what you
they're
signed up for, Ferdinand.
as long as they're
Unfortunately.
stalwart escorts and can keep up some kind of an appearance, that's fine.
Oh,
But listen, and he turns around and he eyes the door again and stops for a second and like listens. And as soon as he's sure like nobody's coming out, he kind of leans back in and he's like, "The mistress, the lady, she's I'm not really sure how to put this, but she can be very uppity."
Wait
okay?
a second, we're escorting a lady.
We are. Did you?
Oh, so that's why.
What have you been told?
Listen,
Absolutely nothing.
the paper we got said
He kind of
we are
buried his hand in
escorting
his head.
a
His
person,
head in his
and
hand.
that they are supposed to not have anything at all go wrong during
Yes.
this entire escort.
Yes, that is
That
true.
is the extent of the information we have.
That's
Yes.
a lot of wishful thinking, too.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've already run into some snags here. First off, my brother's gone. Secondly,
Oh,
it rained.
He's the one that vanished was your brother?
Yeah.
Is that,
He's the ghost rider?
I don't know what you mean by that. I'm assuming he just left.
Okay,
is
so
it
But that's pretty unlike him, and I'm kind of worried.
so is the rain going to stop our travel? Do we have to
We-
wait for it to stop?
We will not be able to leave until that's done.
did we?
Yeah, okay.
I missed your name, sir. What's your name?
My name is, And he pauses for a second as you're just kind of like talking to him.
He's got amnesia.
And he, like, you can see he eyes you suspiciously. And you can tell he's in the line of the work where you wouldn't normally just give your name. He looks at you suspiciously and says, "My name's Kyle."
Kyle.
Let's just keep it Kyle.
Simple. 4 letters.
Names are not
Perfect.
needed. Got it.
I just
But,
can't just write down Kyle. The
but-
fuck does that mean?
He's the god.
listen, this is
Kyle the guard. Okay.
this is important, you guys. The lady is a potential suitor for the prince here.
Oh, no wonder we gotta make Dowry look amazing.
But like I said, she can get an attitude sometimes, and if she goes off on some tirade, I've got no idea how to calm her down.
Ow. I got the blunt end of a dagger. I'm good.
I'm gonna stop.
That's
You right there,
that's
brother.
not gonna be a good.
Listen,
no, bad
This
idea.
lady
Yo, calm her
is
down.
a potential suitor for the prince. No, listen, brother. You have to just stop and use your ears for a moment.
Just tie him up and throw him in a pocket dimension at this point.
We cannot have anything go wrong with
Wibbly
this
wobbly signs
lady
and stuff.
through this escort mission. As in,
You'd like
you
to say something,
cannot
Edward?
say anything to her out of the way besides polite things. You cannot harm her in any way. And we have to make it to where nothing comes close to harming her.
Well, Kyle,
Not gonna lie, that feels weird.
well, Kyle.
Would you prefer Mr. Kyle? I'm sure my friend Edward would
Nope,
have
I think
no
that's
problem.
worse.
Would you
calling
prefer
Mr.
Monster
Kyle.
Kyle?
Nope.
No.
That definitely will not fly.
If I may ask, it's not that we are not more than happy to do this escort, but why was only 2 guards assigned to such a high valued portion, if you will?
Well, everything that we were told, the travels between our original starting point to Lake Lori to Gowrie were meant to be peaceful. Everyone described it as pretty much a beautiful walk in the park. And I'll be honest, props to the people around here. The forests were very peaceful. We had no issues there. The only problem being that we woke up and my brother was fucking missing.
Well, that could just be your brother's fault, mate.
It could be, and I'm hoping for the best. It took a lot of convincing to get the lady to believe that there was nothing wrong here. But
well, I can assure you, we may look a little crazy.
She
but
really
you
likes
are in
to
good
doll
hands.
up. You see, she really likes to doll up. Whole powdered hair, lots of stuff going on here, in the face region, and
Oh, that stuff ladies, like highfalutin ladies, put on their face to make it all bright and stuff.
and I mean, to her credit, she's a very, very pretty lady. I cannot deny that.
Well, she's gonna marry a prince.
And he kind of stops for a moment and puts his hand on his chin and kind of like nods, and you can see a little bit of blush come in. Yeah, she's a very pretty lady. And back to business.
Noted.
But the rain, she was furious about the rain coming in, and if we had been just moments later getting here, getting out of town, back into the pub, the tavern, I don't know what I could have done.
Do we get the name of this lady we're escorting, or is this just an anonymous kind of deal?
I wouldn't worry about it.
You see, I don't know you fellas.
Well, I just mean...
You don't need to.
So I think as far as you should be concerned right now,
Her name
she
is
is
Lady.
of the utmost importance,
Like,
my lady is all you should address her by.
So she is a lady, that is her title.
Yes.
I just want to make sure if something happens, I don't address her by the wrong thing, and then she just be like, bitch, I'm a lady, not
You're gonna call her a bitch?
whatever. No, her calling me a bitch. I would be the
Alright,
bitch
you
in the
two,
situation.
Can you just give me a moment to talk to this man?
I mean, yeah, if you want to, but I'd say we got everything.
You two go
underway.
down and enjoy the bar. Or something.
Oh, I already have.
I'll work out the details with them.
You say that and you kind of usher these three away, and he kind of puts a finger up for a moment and kind of lightly, gingerly walks back towards the door and puts an ear to it. I think we're good. Like, I think we should stay up here just in case I hear some screaming.
It's that where
Cause
the
like
lady-
she can be pretty demanding, but like I think she's asleep.
Alright, well, as soon as the rain stops, we can gently wake her up, and then...
Ooh,
No? And we're just going to wait for her to wake up?
100%.
Just
So
out of
we'll
curi-
leave first thing in the morning as long as the rain's quit.
Just out of
Yes.
curiosity,
Alright,
is she allergic to anything?
Dragons.
You know, if I were to be completely honest with you, she has a litany of handmaids that take care of like her every need, and this whole little journey has been a massive step out of her comfort zone. So, like, she really likes her horse, so she's not allergic to horses. Ooh, we ran into some travelers. They had some cats. She liked the cats. Obviously not allergic to cats.
Good news, good news.
That's unfortunately that's all I can tell you.
No specific medicine or anything.
No, she's not been prescribed anything from any medicine woman or alchemist.
Just curious.
No, she seems to be in perfect health.
Alright, well,
Besides being a spoiled
you just want to
woman.
reconvene here, first light?
I mean, I'll be here all night, so I'm gonna get no sleep.
Alright, well, we're going to get some rest, just a little bit, you know. And
Of course
then-
you will. Of course
Yeah,
you will. Yeah.
so we'll come back right before daylight. That way, if the rain stopped, we can be ready and prepared
Yeah, thanks
whenever
for
she
that.
is. That way, she does not get upset.
Alright. Sir, I don't think I got your name. You look like you wanted to talk.
Did you get any of our names?
No, I didn't.
No, I'm Alfie, sorry.
Alfie. Sure, we'll leave it at that.
I'm Rolo, the badass.
Yeah, sure, that works.
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand. That's fine.
Edward.
Edward, okay. We're gonna have to fix that. She doesn't like names with E's.
Oh.
Truffle.
That'll do. That sounds cutesy, like something you'd find in a fairy tale. She'll bite on that.
Or something you eat.
Listen, I don't know.
God, this is gonna be a handful.
She got a handmaid Amelia at one point, who's gone before sunset.
What the fuck?
Like, she came highly recommended, and the lady just threw her out the front door. Like,
And we really don't get her name?
Listen, our
I
best
am
bet
not
is to just stay ahead
under any
of the cart
obligation
that she's in.
to give you her name,
And-
because I really do not want you to slip up and call her by her name.
That would be bad, yes. So,
I mean, it's not like she's royalty or anything.
I mean, basically, yeah, she is.
Not
You're,
yet.
you're practically incorrect.
Anyway, our best bet is to stay ahead of whatever she's traveling in and just not speak with her and protect her under all circumstances.
Are you telling me just to stealth the whole fucking way?
Not stealth, just
you
don't
two will
speak.
scout ahead to make sure there's no trouble like our friends that we encountered on the way here.
Exactly, yes. We will scout a little ways ahead and then they will stay
Truffle
back.
and I will stay back with the mistress.
Right.
Oh, yes. She gonna love you. You got all sorts of entertainments. Juggling, singing.
Exactly.
Juggling, singing.
Yeah, scimitars, balls, singing. If she's lucky, scimitar and balls at the same time.
And you said it's like pretty far into nighttime right now.
Yes, it's
All right.
8:30, leaning on 9.
Since we gotta get up early, guys, I say we probably turn in a little bit early.
Now, I'll let you in on a secret. I've got maybe 7 hours of sleep. This whole situation. The lady likes to sleep in. She's kind of, her time is hers, if you get what I mean. So, like, don't expect to be leaving here at the crack of dawn. And also, as long as you can keep up appearances. Like, I'm not your mom. I'm not gonna tell you when to go to bed.
Well, I just want to make sure we get fully rested before she's ready to
I'll
go.
make sure to get up early to give you a bit of a break.
I'm gonna go
Sure.
down to the bar, and ask about, how much room is.
How much a room is?
Yeah.
Okay. The innkeep tells you, well, we've got 2 different types here. If you want to stay on the main floor, it's a little less. Some people get some pretty drunk in here and they don't want to go up the stairs, so you might find some vomit or some unmentionables in some of the rooms every now and then.
I'll take the upstairs room.
Upstairs rooms, okay, that's gonna run you about 4 silver apiece.
I'm just paying for mine.
Halfsies on it.
Oh,
Share room.
didn't you come in with some friends?
Yeah. I'll go with my brother here.
Alright, I'll pay 2 silver out of that.
Alright, so the 4 silver from the 2 of you if you're shacking up.
I mean, did you have to put it that fucking way?
I don't judge.
We're brothers. Can you not see the resemblance?
Step bro, I'm stuck.
He kind of leans in, and you can see one of his eyes are a little cloudy. What did you just say to me?
Shit, you say I'm the stupid one.
Do what now?
He leans in, and you can see one of his eyes is a little cloudy. And he said, what'd you say to me?
I just asked if you could see the resemblance between me and my brother here.
Oh, is that a dig on my eye?
I mean,
Because I can't see.
Wait,
Well, you got one pretty
Yeah,
good
you can't
eye,
see the
as
other
far as I
eye?
can tell.
This eye can't see.
okay, so
Well, you can
but
see
the
with
other
the other
eye, you
eye,
can still
right?
see the resemblance.
These fucking jackasses.
What the fuck's the matter?
He breaks for a moment and kind of leans back and fucking newbies. It's fine, it's fine. 4 silver for the room.
Alright, cool. Can I get an ale with that, please?
Toss me a silver.
Yeah, here you go.
Okay, cool. And he kind of ushers somebody over, and within a minute, you're delivered another mug. But you 2 have stayed up.
That was his first mug, by the way. I drank the
Well,
goodness.
for that.
I mean,
If,
did you put the mugs down?
if it's okay with
Yeah,
you,
Or
man,
did you come up and like
Kyle,
talking to
you-
people?
All three of us could
I chucked
take
the floor
turns
and put them down.
Oh, okay.
watching over the mistress.
I'm not gonna carry around empty mugs. Just look like an alcoholic
Why
at
not?
that point.
That's the point.
Nah.
Ferdinand is in deep thought. Deep thought.
I already said I'd wake up early to help take over for him.
And you see, he's kind of gone back to leaning on the banister, just kind of watching downstairs.
Is there like a rag or anything that's just like hanging off the bar that no one's paying attention to?
There's probably an errant dish rag on the
Swipe
bar.
it.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
There's a reason behind this.
I certainly hope so.
Absolute
Sure,
I
balls.
certainly hope there's a reason behind this.
23.
You get that fucking dish rag, homie.
Fucking sweet. Thank you.
I'm just gonna drink my ale.
With
And
that, I'll go down.
I'm gonna get
Try
an
to get
early rest.
myself some room up there.
Alright.
Preferably closer to there in case anything happens.
There's an open room about a room down from where they're sleeping. Upstairs, that's 4 silver.
Toss that to him and take my leave.
Alright. Do you go straight to your room? Anything you'd like to do in there? Or are you just like hitting the hay?
Probably just
That's for the
prestidigitation
horses.
in bed.
Good plan.
What a brilliant
Blacklight
idea.
that bed real fast. I'm gonna be flipping this mattress.
But yeah, after I get my ale, I'm gonna go to sleep. Get an early rest in.
As soon as Alfie goes to sleep,
Okay.
Yes, Siri.
as soon as my brother goes to sleep, I pull out my poisoner's kit, right?
Okay.
And I just
I love where this is going already.
I just make a little vial.
You know, I'm be honest with you. As soon as you said there's a reason for this rag, I knew what you wanted.
I just make a little vial of sleeping poison. That's not really poison. It's probably potion.
Chloroform?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, chloroform.
Yeah.
And I wrap it up.
I would not think that you would just have chloroform on hand. So you're trying to mix an equivalent, a poisoner's kit.
Yeah.
Chloroform is not necessarily poison. But you're
Chloroform
trying
doesn't
to
knock
mix
you
a
out.
compound.
I'm
that
using
is-
the same stuff that I used before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
And I just wrap the vial up in the rag and put it.
I'm
back in the bag.
gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you had some on hand before, and now you've used it. So I'm gonna need a medicine check to see how well you can mix this quote unquote
Fine.
poison.
Fine. Medicine it will.
Hi there, my name's Rolo.
Shut up! Go to sleep.
Guys, I can solve the problem easily.
What you got?
Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right, you take a moment in your room and
Rolo
kind of like
invented chloroform.
I'm practically. You mix this up, and within a
Wait, no,
moment,
it's-
the liquid within the vial gets foggy, and you see it starts to vaporize and like kind of mist out of the top of it. And you cork it, and you take a whiff of the cloud that's kind of wafting by, and you're like, "Oh yeah,
That's the stuff.
that'll do it."
And then I just wrap the bottle in the rag and put it back in the bag of holding in case it is needed.
Got it.
It's Plan B.
Yeah, that's a hell of a plan B.
So yeah, cool.
Plan B. Put her in a coma.
Yeah, it's not hurting her.
That's arguable.
The problem with that is when she wakes up and realizes we poisoned her.
When she
Ergo.
wakes up, she'll be safely delivered.
Oh my god.
This is how
Consequences don't exist to this man.
But you've
consequences.
mixed your chloroform. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh no! I'm going to bed now.
Going to bed?
I mean, I took a
You
whiff
went to
of
bed?
it, so I'm pretty good to be knocked out.
Is there anything you would like to do before going to bed, Edward?
will. Yeah, I'll just what we can call it night.
You run a room and call it a night. Alright. The night passes without issue. Though I would say that you, Alfie, and you, Edward, and you, Rollo, are woken up for a moment because you hear a loud bang on a table downstairs, or at least you assume it's a table, and then breaking glass. Ferdinand, hate to tell you, homie, passive perception, one too low.
Oh, sad day.
What the fuck was that?
I will go out and check.
If
Just
anything
wait,
dangerous
listen,
happens,
brother.
my sword will wake me up.
You come out of your room.
I just told Rollo, I said, just wait and listen, brother. And I'm gonna listen intently to see what I hear next.
I guess
You hear what I hear
I guess
next.
I do too, because if he told me to wait and listen, I guess I'm fucking listening.
You hear a door open in the vicinity of where Edward's room was. And you look downstairs and you can see the larger individual who was sat kind of alone by himself. You can't tell exactly what happened, but he's kind of got like this almost furious look on his face, and he's looking at a window, and there's a person like half thrown out of it. Before he like takes one big step forward and grabs him by the foot and just flips him the rest of the way out. And then turns around and looks at everybody, and they kind of back off, and he sits back down. I would say that you would still be able to see the man who was flipped out the window. And moving.
Poor guy. So we hear nothing else. We just hear kind of the normal goings on.
Like there's a long silence for a minute. And then somebody says, "Brrr!" and slams the table, and everybody's just back to business.
So
Ow.
in the 2 years we've been in the prime material, we've been to enough bars to know that was more than likely.
Yeah,
a
somebody probably
scuffle.
just got their shit rocked.
Okay. Somebody just got fucked up, Raleigh.
Or someone just got fucked.
I mean, it depends on how the guy who fucked him
Is there
up
anything you would
feels,
like
I
to do?
guess.
Seeing
Oh,
this?
I mean, I was just thinking about someone just getting jiggy
I'll,
in the room.
Yeah, maybe.
Make my
Some
way
glass.
Let's go back
down
to sleep.
and make my way outside, behind, to the man, and I will cast Healing Ward.
You make your way to the
That's
man.
my bard.
You make your way to the man, and the first thing you see is that loud bang was probably his head being pressed against a table. Because, like, the bridge of his nose is broken, his lips are bloodied.
How?
And then you see there's a very large gash on his chest. It probably happened when he was pushed through the window. And you also notice he is not breathing.
He gone.
Like, you approach and you have the brightest optimisms as you reach him, and then you notice, oh, he dead.
That dude got rocked.
It doesn't take much to kill your average man.
Like,
Like 10 hit points.
would
Well, that's fair.
would I know my options at this point? Like,
Your options are he's dead.
He's dead.
Like,
Ignore it.
There's no healing that's gonna bring him back
like,
short of a
like I'm
revivify.
saying, what to do in the situation. Like,
Well, you would know that you could probably call the guards. And you would also know that that would probably start something.
yeah.
And you're unsure if starting something is really the best thing to do when you're given company. But if you would like to call the guards,
You can certainly also get your shit rocked by this giant man.
I will.
but for those of you who don't give a damn,
I can't give a damn. I don't know what the fuck.
exactly, you're still asleep. The hustle and bustle of the inn just lulls you back to sleep unless there's something you'd like to do.
Yeah, trying to
I want
get
my long
this.
fucking rest.
I've been
I'd
back to
like to
sleep.
get through my long rest.
Rollo heard, somebody died, don't give a shit. Happens every day in my life.
Yup, didn't do it.
Wasn't me.
Throw a man through the window.
Wasn't me.
Kill a bunch of homeless bums. Wasn't me. Even though they attacked us first.
Oh no, I definitely killed them.
Oh wait, are we technically murder hobos now?
No.
You're hobo murderers.
Yeah.
We
that
have a
makes more
home.
sense. Yeah,
We've
that's
murdered hobos.
okay. We're
See-
hobo murderers.
See now we are hobo
Moto.
murderer.
Yeah, hobo murder.
Moto murderers.
Continue, Trent.
I will source.
I'm gonna search.
You gotta search his body.
God, you two have been a
Give
fucking
me an investigation
negative
check.
influence on this guy. Dude grows up with a happy family, like living in the suburbs of this damn city or something.
All he wants to do is juggle for people.
10.
10. All right, he's not trying to hide anything. Like you turn out his pockets for a second. He's got his coin pouch on him. It's got about 15 gold in it. He's got a dagger strapped to his side. It looks like a standard iron dagger. And in one of his vest pockets, you find a crumpled note.
Oh, here we go again.
Meet me at the South Gate at 9 p.m.
Read the note.
Yeah.
It says, I know you'll get drunk again and probably won't remember on your own, so I put this in your vest to remind you to come home.
Oh!
That right.
That's an angry wife.
Now
That's
it's
a sad wife.
Now it's an
That's
angry widow.
Gonna be a future very sad widow. That's unfortunate.
Or relieved.
But I don't know that.
Go fuck sleep.
Go to fuck to sleep.
Say no,
Go
not
to
my
fuck
problem.
sleep.
Go to fuck sleep.
I will do presentation to make him like get all the door or everything
His
on him.
funeral ready.
Pretty much.
Prestidigitation can't fix the broken nose, but
Yeah.
it can sure get the blood off of the clothes.
Lay him down, you know, in a.
It's already laid down.
He's
You know what I
dead.
He's
mean?
permanently laid down.
You know what I
He's not laying back up, that's for damn sure.
Oh.
Yeah, you make him look
Someone's already laid him
respectable
down.
and not just like a dead cadaver on the road.
He does the whole like fold the arms over the chest, close his
Put a
eyes.
couple copper coins on the eyes.
Yeah.
As you do this, you finish and you start to step away, and you hear a low, kind of gravelly, "Cinnamon's not worth much to him at this point." As you look in the broken window, and that guy who's just kind of sat down at the table is just kind of like side-eyeing you as you do this.
Was this necessary? Ooh, go to fucking sleep. Ooh.
He's above your weight class.
No one's gonna
You
get
say
me.
that, and he kind of closes one eye for a minute and cocks his head. Necessary? Probably not. Deserved? I think so.
May I ask what he did?
Familiar.
Fucked with the wrong person.
Sitting there on my door. Shaking its head disdainfully.
The owl has like pecked open the door and it's just like shooting daggers through the window at Edward.
I'm sleep stabbing with nothing, just air.
He's like,
God, that's
dog.
worse than sleepwalking.
Always on his toes, my brother.
It's a good thing you've got such a high passive perception, otherwise you might catch an errant dagger.
No, there is no dagger. I'm
Just
just
like
going through the
nothing.
motion. Yeah.
Perfecting
Dog.
his form.
I like to imagine the reason Alfie has trained his perception so much is because he woke up one morning and went
Yeah,
to be like,
actual
"Hey, brother,
dagger."
wake up," with his eyes like half closed, and he got a thumb in the eye.
Makes sense.
Like, okay, let that happen again. But yeah, he's given you a short and to the point answer. Is there anything you'd like to do? Keep up quick.
Boy, bet the fuck out of him.
Well, what's done is done. But maybe you should let his wife or loved one know?
That ain't my responsibility. I'm sure a guard's gonna find him in the morning. Anybody who needs to be told anything's gonna be told something then. You look like you're at a loss for words. You might just leave it, boy.
Take the hint. So, do you mind coming out here for a second?
Oh,
no.
I'm a charming person.
There's no charm portion in this one.
Just suggestion.
Are you sure you want this? I'll give you the same chance I gave him. Leave it.
And the big
I don't think I
four were now
stopped.
3.
He kind
The
of
fucking bald intimidating.
takes the last drag from his mug and
Oh,
just
boy.
kind of flicks it across the table. Stands up and grabs the greatsword that's still wrapped
Nice.
Oh, this is that guy.
and drops it on the window sill and shakes away the glass before just mantling out of it with a big splash, landing on the dude that you've set up.
How far away is this from me?
If you're still oh, you're fucking asleep.
Yeah, but how far away?
About 45.
Yeah, you're out of range. You're shit out of luck.
With your passive perception, Alfie, the rabble of the bar has gone quiet again.
Shit. Raleigh.
But he looks down for a moment and notices what he's landed on and just kind of digs his heel before stepping off
Oh, that's
and getting
just disgraceful.
right in front of you. And without even grabbing the hilt of his sword, just crosses his arms with it under him and looks down his nose at you. This man is standing about a head and shoulders over you. As far as humans go, he's big.
My little 5'10" self.
Oh, if you're only 5'10", then oh boy,
He's a couple heads.
oh boy, is this guy big.
Raleigh.
What?
I believe something's going on. I got a bad feeling about this. We should go check it out.
I get
What
it.
would you like to do, Edward?
Like, is he attacking? Like,
No.
Oh,
He's just
giving it
squaring
to
up
you.
on you. Just like, hit me, bitch.
That way he has a strong self-defense case. Just like we do against those hobos.
They tripped my horse.
Now you're talking 30.
See, they set a trap. That's intent. They tried going a whole Ewok on us. That's intent to kill.
That would probably hold up in court.
Is there a window in our room?
Yes. right here.
Yes, but it's facing a back alley.
Okay.
Shit.
so.
There's no, like,
We'll go out to the railway to see what's going on downstairs at the bar.
So he's squaring up on me, right?
yeah, he's towed up to you.
But he's not making any attack or action.
You can tell that he's waiting on you. Like, as far as he's concerned, you wanted this, you started. Otherwise, he'll finish it for you. But you walk out, and looking down the landing, you can see where everybody's facing. Like, nobody's trying to hide this.
right.
But
We're just looking out the window.
you do just see the frame of this
To
man.
the walls.
I stealth into the crowd.
You notice that Edward's door is open, but you don't see him in the crowd. And you see the back of this guy
Shit.
facing the window, and you can't see past him.
He
I stealth into the crowd.
I
Stealth
make
into
my
the crowd.
way
Give
through.
me a
Now you're
stealth.
gonna try to wake me up. Okay.
he will.
Oh shit! Do I see Ferdinand in the
You don't
crowd?
see Ferdinand either. His door is closed.
So I know which room is his.
You would, yes.
He does have
I'm
his
gonna-
weapon out, correct?
He has his weapon. It's still wrapped, but he has it in hand.
As I'm going to run down the stairs, I'm gonna go give 3 solid knocks to Ferdinand's room and say, "Edward's in trouble. We should probably go help him."
30.
30. All right. You bang on the door, and Ferdinand, you hear it. Like, this is intentionally to get to you. But then the door beside Ferdinand's opens up, and you can see that guy. It doesn't look like he's slept at all, but he like sticks his head out and he's going,
I'm sorry.
oh no. And he like looks down and see everything that's about to happen.
We're gonna take care of it. Don't worry. We're gonna take care of it.
I'll get up, unlock the door, and step out. I'm still in my PJs. I don't
Oh,
want to
thank
deal
God
with this.
you're awake,
I'm gonna walk
Ferdinand.
calmly down there.
Yeah, come on.
What do
come
your
on.
PJs look like?
Polka dots.
Nice.
Little sleeping cap. All that.
Fucking right.
That's fantastic.
Do you have a butt flap? Butt flap?
You have a butt slap.
Butt slap.
Bam.
No butt flap? Do you gotta pull the whole thing down?
You gotta go full dude to go to the bathroom.
He has a front flap.
Yeah, I'll rush through the crowd and try to make sure that that's Edward.
As you
on the
were
other
all
side.
doing that, you see him roll his shoulders for a moment before he says, okay, just gonna stand there. And he pulls his arm back and just like with no sense of defense, just hauls off to punch the daylight out of you.
Nice.
And he will make it reckless.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That's a
boy.
barb.
Does a 28 hit?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Does it?
He's a little bard.
Okay.
Hey, Trent.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice knowing you, Edward.
As he just meets you square in the face. And like, it rocks you. And you've got a bloody, broken nose. But as he pulls his hand back, he kind of grins, and you can see his canines are sharper than the average person. And just the way his muscles are tensed, this is a man built for violence.
That's not inviting.
I will.
He kind of leans in, offers his chin. Oh yeah, I suppose we're on this now.
Once
Edward.
I'll cast Mage Armor on myself.
On your.
Cast mage armor.
Grab my swords.
But Edward, I need initiative.
Oh. That's 6, I think. Yeah, that's
You go ahead and tell me what you got.
6. 11.
11. That's not good for you.
How long does
All
the
right.
inspiration die last?
Inspiration lasts for an hour, or until it's used.
Okay, so
Or, well,
I'm
until
going
it's
now.
used, or for an hour.
So
I
they're
suppose.
gone.
They're gone at this point. Do your inspirations refill on a short or long rest?
Short.
Short. Oh, well, you would have gotten that.
So we would have gotten a short rest.
You would have gotten a short rest, yes. He offers his chin, and as you're still kind of reeling, you look and you notice it, but apparently you're just not fast enough to give this man enough forethought to make him think that you're going to hit back, and he takes a step forward and just comes down at you with a headbutt. Also recklessly. That would be a 26. I assume that hits.
Yeah.
Another 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And you can see he's still holding his greatsword, but he's not got it by the hilt. He's just holding it half sword at his side. But that's his turn. It's yours now. And at this point, if you've stealthed into the crowd, you've gotten an angle to see that this man is beating on Edward.
Yeah, all you see is Rillo's head just pop up with the crowd. Like,
Pop up over the window. What are
Noted.
you doing, Alfie?
I am making my way in around the crowd, possibly even to outside, to make sure that.
Well, there are 2 exits right now. There's the front entrance that you came in, and there's the window.
Is your front entrance very guarded?
Recovery.
No area is guarded at this point. It's just the crowd of patrons.
Well, I meant crowded.
The
is
front en- no.
entrance. Okay, I'm gonna go out the front entrance, and I'm gonna keep an eye on Edward and make sure he doesn't
going
get too head.
going around like that is probably going to take you an extra turn.
Well, no, I'll go through the crowd. I'm just making my
No,
way.
I mean like out the front and then around the
so it'd be
end.
faster to go through
Just
the window.
before he goes
Probably.
off,
Okay, I'll just do that.
pop a launch starter in him as well.
I'll give him a long strider. Well, then you can go wherever the fuck you want.
Okay, then I'll go
Gets an extra 10
outside.
feet of movement.
10 feet, yeah.
So I have
per
45.
hour.
I'll go outside through the window and just make it to where I can clearly see Edward and make sure he doesn't get in too much trouble.
Yeah,
As you move towards the window, you can see the Kyle is moving with you. You're dragging ahead of him, but you notice instead of going to the window, going to the door, he's got a small pouch and he's going around to the patrons and he's just like, "Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet," handing out just like, "I will give you another later if you just be quiet." Just handing out gold pieces to people.
Yeah, I'm going. Oh, go ahead, Trent.
I will third level healing ward my. No, cure wounds. I've been saying healing ward. I meant cure wounds the entire time.
That's fine.
I'm doing what Alfie's doing, just making sure that like I'm not gonna interfere unless it needs. Be.
Okay.
Oh, I 100% believe it needs to be interfered. That's why I'm moving in.
Oh, I'm giving him a chance
So
to hold
you
his
two
own.
are waiting for him to hold his own, but you want to get in on this?
Yep. I feel this
All
could
right.
be a good
Give me an
learning
initiative and you'll be in this
experience and
next
a
round.
character building.
Sometimes you gotta get your ass kicked.
That was in 19, 20, 21.
Plus 4.
What's giving you advantage on initiative? Or do you just have it?
I have it.
That's cool.
That's
Probably something to do with
Is that a
artificer.
blade singer or an artificer?
I think it's.
Artificer.
Check my shit.
18.
18 healing?
Yeah. So essentially, what we want to do is just when
Yeah,
he,
you'll just like rub your face
Yeah.
and the wounds will be gone.
Your nose just
Nice. Jeez.
bards, man.
they're not natural.
You do that and you see. Oh, this is
My
fun.
sword of warning.
Right.
Oh, nice.
and I will
Bonus action?
I can inspire myself, correct?
Nope, that's a college lore thing. And it's totally balanced.
Yeah, Lord Bards are just exceptionally balanced.
That has a cleave cost. If you don't pay the cleave cost, it's just bards. That's a Magic the Gathering joke.
Hit him with a left, Edward.
You are within melee of him, by the way,
Yeah.
so if you try to run,
Yeah.
you get this.
You also
get the
get
feeling that this man is
advantage on
stanced up.
attacks because
He did
went
go reckless. If you attack him, you have advantage.
He has not pulled out his sword yet, right?
His sword is on him, but it's still wrapped. It's interesting. There's definite bloodlust here. Like, he intends to hurt you. But there's also an indifference that you can read off of these hits. If you die, you die. Okay? But it's almost like he's not looking to kill you. And you'll only die if you're too weak to live.
That's pretty good logic.
People die when they die.
Would I
You
know?
can't kill people. They die when they're killed.
Would I know that if I pull out my sword, it's just going to elevate things? Like,
Elevate.
could I get the
That's
sense
cool.
that if I pull out my sword, he's
Elevate,
gonna pull out
escalate,
his
same difference.
sword?
You
and
are
he's
unsure.
unsure.
Like I said, there's an indifference between these punches. Like, you might pull out your sword and he might laugh at you. You might pull out your sword and he'll be like, okay, and pull out his.
Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Alright. I will, as things have gotten serious, I will.
I remembered to hit the loop button this time.
Yeah.
Good job.
Congratulations. You're a better DM for that.
I will.
I think I'm a better recorder for that. I
I,
don't think it has anything to do with my skills as a DM.
I will stand the way I am, and I will. That's my tone.
You might want to punch back, Edward.
Well, I.
Shh. As Kyle's coming up behind you. Break it down, break it down.
Maybe
He
talk
doesn't
him
get a
out to
coin?
punching you more. I don't know.
Well, I already used my action, right?
You did use your action.
So.
You can offhand attack. You won't have your proficiency.
So it'll just be
It'd be
a D20.
1 plus
Yeah.
your strength, right?
unless you attack with a scimitar, then it would be 1 plus your dex.
Well, yeah.
A D1 plus.
Well, no, it'd be whatever the scimitar roll is. An offhand attack like a punch.
Oh, you mean damage wise?
Yeah, damage wise.
that would be
It'd
1 plus
just
strength.
1 plus strength.
I thought you meant to hit.
No.
I was like, 1? What? No. You get your D20?
I'll take a punch.
Do it. Left hand.
Advantage, right?
Yeah,
He'll
have
never
advantage.
see it coming.
They're in a fist fight.
He'll always expect the right.
So you hit him with the southpaw.
Exactly.
It says it's a +4, so is it +4?
Yeah, because it's your... What's your dex? Your dex is
+3.
+3?
Yeah, so it's
He said because there's an offhand check, the proficiency doesn't count. I'm assuming that's proficiency.
Well, offhand is just an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that's probably counting as proficiency if you make an action offhand attack.
Yeah.
Which I know rules is written says you can only make an offhand attack if you've made an attack with your primary hand. I don't care about that, guys. It's silly. Why does not using my dominant hand make me forget how to use my left hand? I think it's silly. I allow bonus action
So-
offhand attacks.
So essentially, this is a straight roll.
Yeah, straight roll plus dex or strength, whichever one you're using to attack.
Dex.
Wise choice.
Oof. That's a 9.
A 9 to hit plus dex? Or is that total? Oh, total?
5 and a 6. So.
He punches himself.
Yeah.
You pull back and shoot a punch, and he just like
Standing
steps
here.
into you,
I realize.
and the punch catches before you've like fully extended,
Oh.
and he just like muffles it by taking it, and you deal no damage. But he does kind of look down at you, say, "There you go." And now it's his turn.
He
Thought I was
continues
coming
to
in.
pummel you.
How high is it? With
Huh?
this compared to mine, I rolled a 21 on my initiative.
Oh, you rolled a 21 on your initiative? Then yes, he will go before you.
Okay. Just double checking.
Alert's awesome because you get advantage on initiatives, and
Wait.
barbarians have super high
Wait.
initiative.
There's something I want to do.
What?
Thought you got a +5. You get advantage with barbarian.
Is that
Yeah.
was that?
You
That's,
said,
advantage
you said
with the-
alert gives you
No.
advantage.
never mind. That
Oh.
doesn't count.
Well, it does also, doesn't it?
No, it gives you a +5.
Oh,
Never mind. That doesn't count. Go ahead.
there's a barbarian feature.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
regular barbarian feature
Yeah,
that
but
gives
what
you
is that
advantage.
called? I thought it was called alertness.
Oh,
Primal
primal
awareness or
awareness.
something
I
like
think is
Probably
what it's called.
something like that. A thing that gives barbarians advantage on initiative rolls.
Never mind, DM.
Never mind.
Yeah, I thought I could do it, but it had to be an action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's gonna take his turn, and just take 2 attacks at you recklessly. And he's taking both now.
Alright.
21,
Hits.
29.
Hits.
That's the wrong dice. 12 points of bludgeoning damage as he just reels back and like shoots a straight into your forehead, and then as you're reeling, he pulls down and like comes at like a chop and gets you right in the jaw. And like every time he punches you, he's stepping into it, so you're being pushed into the road. But if anybody wants to get in on it, now they have plenty of room to get through the window, through the doors.
Through the wall.
But now it will be your turn, Ferdinand,
Alright.
as he foregoes a bonus action.
So I've already grabbed my blade, so I'm just gonna immediately go into immediately gonna go into a bonus action blade song. And
It would look
fly up.
fucking elegant if you weren't in your PJs. It kind of
Mage armor's covering that.
like there's a lot of people who are like, oh fuck, he has swords, but then there are a lot of people like, why does he have PJs on?
Polka dot.
Like you're getting an equal mixed reactions here.
But the real question is, why does it not have a butt flap?
Yes.
But yes, you go into a blade song for your bonus action.
And I will do.
How are you getting to him? You went out with Alfie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the three of you went around, correct?
Huh?
Or you stayed in, didn't you?
I'm in the crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's
what
in
I
the
thought.
crowd.
Creeping. I'm just like going toward the front, but still
How
hiding.
further do I got?
If you went with Alfie, you could get within line of sight, and if you take your movement to get to him, you can
Yeah.
get to him.
Oh yeah, I'd like to get to him.
Okay.
And
So now that we're officially in it,
To win it?
oh my bad. Yep, put him in front of him and put you wherever you want to be.
And the crowd's back here, right?
Yes.
Nah, I'm just gonna be like right here. What up?
I'm gonna be over here, so I have a good vantage point.
All right, where's the front of the
Did you
crowd?
grab your bow?
Yes.
Did you grab your armor?
I sleep in my armor, sir.
Are you sure about that?
you do not.
Actually, I don't wear armor.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Braces of defense.
I forgot you've been man-noting it this entire
He's
time.
like, I don't wear
Hell
armor.
yeah, brother.
Bitch.
Team,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
I'll run up to him and cast suggestion. I'll say, I suggest you just leave this man alone. He hasn't had a good day.
Wisdom save, correct?
Yeah.
Ooh, bad news bears for barbarians.
Not with that roll, it's not.
But
He rolled a 17. What's he need to beat?
16.
16. Okay. You say that, and you've got your weapons out in your blade song. The hum of them, the hum of your blades, almost calling to battle. You see his left arm kind of tense for a moment around the sword that he's holding, before he cocks his head, looks at you and says, "Excuse me," and then like pulls back his right arm and looks back at you, Edward.
At that point, I want to run in and attack him from behind.
You run in and attack him from behind?
Yes. Now, technically, since he doesn't know I'm there, would that be a surprise attack?
No, because this level barbarian cannot be surprised.
But he has an ally within 5 feet.
Yeah, so you'll get advantage.
Well, yeah, well,
Or you'll get sneak attack, rather.
I was trying to get the crit.
Oh,
won't
no,
get the
you
crit.
won't get the crit.
All right, so yeah, jump out of the crowd, get behind him, and just fucking
Throat the
stab,
mic.
stab.
You, instead of ollieing the window like he did, you like hurdle jump it, and just in that moment pull a dagger and like go for the ribs. Make your attacks, or attack rather.
And I don't have advantage on the roll.
You
do
do
You have advantage
He
because you
went
have an
reckless.
ally within
Yeah.
5 feet.
Ah.
He also
And
went reckless.
He also went reckless.
And no, having an ally within 5 feet does not give you advantage. It gives you sneak attack. He is flanked, however.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Okay, I gotcha.
I'm gonna use luck.
All right.
I have to do this.
Had to start something, Trent.
Now the luck. Do I
You
just
guys
roll
got
one of them?
this.
Do I just roll
You
one of
guys-
them, or do I roll both?
One
You
of
guys didn't have to get in this.
You're gonna get your character killed.
If I did, then I did.
Only if he fails his death save.
22.
22, that'll hit.
You guys should.
Like I said,
I
it's not
already
like this
sat
guy
there
is gonna like
expecting
stomp
a-
on your unconscious corpse.
I was already
No,
expecting
but I'll
a long
stop
rest,
on
so I changed
his.
some of my spells for
That's
prep, but I'll forget
Pretty sure
about
you
it.
can do that on like a short rest.
Can you for a wizard?
Pretty sure.
I'll do it.
You get a spell slot back. on
That's
short-
arcane recovery.
Yeah, but I don't think you can swap your spells on a short rest.
Since he's already done it and he's playing on D&D Beyond instead of paper, I'll allow it.
Fair.
I mean, we've only seen what? Shadow Blade and Longstrider.
yeah,
27.
I mean, I know you had Fairy Fire at one point, but that's all we've seen.
yeah.
27 damage.
I mean, I switched like 2 spells that we weren't gonna use. That
Okay.
I just will choose not to use for combat this time around.
You stab this man, and for a second you're like, chainmail. And then you look, and where you've pulled your dagger away, it's just shirt and then flesh. Like, this man is stacked up.
So I see this, and I stab him with the other dagger.
Go for it.
Bonus action.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, do I still get advantage?
Yes, because you're flanking.
I'm flanking here.
And he went reckless.
And
You just don't get sneak attack.
shit. 15.
You go for another stab, and he brings his left arm behind his back, and you stab into the blade. Before he kind of like twists you away, and you can see the wrapping tear. And you see the blade just as it's going back to his side. It's not looking like it's made out of steel. It's got a reddish tint to it.
I think it's dyed paper mache.
Optimism, love it.
That's my turn. Do I need to roll initiative?
You do need to roll initiative. I don't know why I gave that to you as a surprise round. I guess because you surprised me with the round.
I didn't get a surprise.
You did. You just said kind of, I jump in and stab him.
Well, yeah,
And I was like, oh yeah,
if
sure.
I got surprised, that would have been a crit then.
No, you can't surprise this guy.
But 11.
11.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
So that puts you after
But
Edward
20
even.
was like right there.
Raleigh. Got it. So Ferdinand, that's your turn, and then Raleigh's surprise round. That brings us to you, Edward. And as you start to contemplate, he kind of takes his right arm back. He like unclenches it. And kind of like scratches his side where you stabbed him. Huh. And flicks the blood off his
I
hand.
do bleed.
There's more where that came from. If you didn't know, just by the way, like it's all throughout your body.
He looks over his shoulder at you. He's just got a grin on his face. What are you doing, Edward? Mr. Truffle. Straight out of the fairy book novels and whatnot. With his horse named Tulip. Galloping over the rainbows.
Something about to be unpopular.
Something that's about to be unpopular. Scream cards.
Hit! Hit!
Because by all means, this fight was between me and him, right?
If you want to take it that way, sure. Like, you understand, going on 2 years now, these are your allies.
Yeah.
You've been in situations where they have clearly expressed a desire for you to not die. And there is a good possibility that they're only intervening now because they think this guy might kill you. So,
Or I want to fight.
You could bonus action ask Raleigh politely to leave himself out of this.
I will.
it's a mistake, he says. If it's a mistake, then
Oh,
don't do it.
picking a fight with a barbarian? A mistake, you say?
With a
Never.
big ass sword?
Who would have thought
When we're
this?
supposed to be low key? And not draw attention to ourselves right
Hey,
now?
listen, we all make mistakes in the heat of passion.
It's fair. It does happen.
His name's
And
not
he is
Jimbo.
a bard. Mistakes in the heat of passion are supposed to be like his calling.
That is also
Not
true.
this kind of passion.
You could take your action to yield to him.
I will use my action to cool wounds the barbarian.
Whack. Maybe work a little bit of that charisma in there. Smooth talk him.
Now, cure wounds is
Touch.
Yeah.
Where do you touch this barbarian?
Right in the nuts.
Be specific.
I'm just gonna do it quick.
Shoulder tap and run.
Yeah.
But he healed the barbarian.
Yeah. He's got a Goku complex.
Is it?
You like open palm, and obviously the first thing that goes through this guy's mind is like, he's gonna go for my eyes, or like he's gonna smack me, or like handshake. You can see there's an amount of confusion, but the grin is still there. He's expecting you to hit him, and like you come in and just pop your hand right on his chest. And like he kind of grimaces as he's looking down his nose at you. And how much do you heal him?
Buff didn't he used the higher stat.
17.
17. Alright.
And if you let me, I'll heal him, and if you let me do my reaction, just be like, friends.
You have a bonus action still, and your free action. You can talk.
That's it.
Just make it concise.
I'm just gonna do this instead. I'll just do this instead. I'm gonna deal with this problem on my next turn.
I'm gonna deal with this
I'll
problem.
be like, I'll just be like, friends. This is between me and him, and I'll unarmed strike.
Why would you heal him first if you're gonna punch him?
Because he deal damage that I didn't deal.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That
Not
wasn't-
really.
I don't take
That's honor.
freebies.
Bards don't have honor.
This one does.
Back to the
Go ahead and take your
discipline.
unarmed strike.
Reckless?
He went reckless, yeah, so you have
12,
advantage.
13.
You're also flanking.
Okay.
I need 13 d8.
Oh hell no! He can't use the flank if he doesn't want my fucking help.
16.
That's less of a you doing something and more of him being distracted by you.
Yeah.
16 to hit?
That's okay.
I mean,
No.
you're already taking it, so I guess so.
15. So essentially, I just touched him.
15.
Yeah.
It's another stifled punch.
No,
Like
never mind, I'll just...
you're unsure what's under this guy's shirt. Like Rolly stabbed him and he bled, so obviously he's not made of stone.
Yeah.
But that's sure as fuck what it feels like when you hit him.
Yeah.
Nah, I cut that butter. Tough.
But that is your turn,
Fatty
Edward.
butter.
Frozen, but
Alright. Raleigh, it is your turn. You have heard Ferdinand's plea.
that would be Edward's plea.
You knew what I meant.
I look around the beefcake, be like, hey, if that's what you fucking want, it's your death sentence. And I just fucking get the
Bonus
fuck out.
action disengage.
Bonus action disengage, get the fuck out.
You see, there is a moment where he like chokes down on the sword and like goes to like murder stroke you with it.
Did you have
Before-
to put it like that?
That's what it's called. A strike with the quillions and pommel of a sword is called a murder stroke.
Sounds kiki.
But
You learn
he
something.
goes to do it and notices that you've disengaged one, or as you put it, and sees that you're just intent on getting out of it.
Yeah. Bard wants to be a tough guy.
And then he chokes back down on the sword and puts it back to his side. And you can see Edward, he makes a mental note of that. Like, there's this thinking in his head, you can see it in his facial expression, where he's like, this motherfucker really just ran up and stabbed me,
In the back.
and then ran away.
Rogues,
Okay.
am I right?
So as
Whoa, surely you hold me. Ass
He
to the
heard
back
you,
up.
yeah.
as my action, I want to just like, is there like a porch, like where the inn is?
There is a porch, but at the porch, you wouldn't be able to see anything.
Oh, okay.
Because it's at the front.
Is
of
there
the building.
anywhere to sit down where I'm like?
Oh, yeah. Nobody was getting close to this guy. And even though he's out the window, nobody's getting close to the window, so you can, like, take his seat. That's, like, right next to the window.
The porch
No.
isn't closer to him than the window?
He went out of the window. And he's been pushing straight into the road. So sitting down inside, at the window, you can look out the window and see everything going
Okay,
on.
I'm just gonna sit on the broken window.
Just sit on the broken window.
Well, he already cleaned it off.
Yeah, he brushed
So
the
I
glass
said that.
off.
So
He
my
did.
action, I want to sit there, pull out my dagger, and just like clean my nails.
Okay. You do that, and like a moment passes of you sitting there, like a person comes over and he's like, can you scoot to the side?
Can you go somewhere fucking else?
God damn it! And just kind of walks away. But that's your turn, Rolo?
Yeah.
Okay. That brings us back to the barbarian. He's gonna hold his action and just turn to face you, Ferdinand. And he'll like cock his head back towards the window. So he made his choice. This one's made his.
Great.
What about you? And he'll hold his action. It's your turn.
I'll back off a few steps and hold my action
What are you holding your action for?
to cast a spell
But what trigger?
for the next time he punches him.
Okay, how far off do you back?
Out there, about 10 feet.
Okay.
Don't want to come stand next to your old pal Elfie, huh?
What spell are you readying? I legit have to know.
I'll send it to you in Discord.
Oh shit, he's gonna nuke the small town.
But anyway, Edward, it's your turn.
I will.
You might want to hold off on it for a second.
Yeah.
Because, like, you need to be able to cover that threshold.
Yeah,
And,
check.
like,
I've done my checks.
I've done my math.
I,
I know when I'll have my odds.
I'm within the upper end of the range.
A lot of D6s, isn't it?
8.
D8.
That's why I asked for 13.
Oh. 13 D8. You could get an average roll there.
The audience will see what my plans are conniving in
The
due time.
audience won't see shit.
The audience will see it in the description.
I will.
Theater of the mind.
Actually, no, that'd be kind of a spoiler, wouldn't it? That'd be kind of a buzzkill. I guess they'll just have to see it or hear it when it happens.
They have to hear it to believe it.
I will. Take 2 punch attacks.
One main hand and one offhand.
No, I get 2 attacks.
Isn't that only when you're... Oh no, you're Valor, so... Yeah, go ahead. Blade.
I will.
Whatever the fuck your college is called.
College of Swords.
Swords, that's
Yeah.
it. That's the thing.
I'm the College of Swords. I'm gonna punch him.
He
Just 'cause
did
he's-
not attack
he did-
last turn, so he
Yeah.
did not go reckless.
Alright.
So,
So his rage dropped.
he was a rage.
Oh, he wasn't raging. He was just recklessing.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's the College of Swords, but that doesn't mean they can't catch
There you go.
these hands.
Yeah.
The College of these hands.
Should be a homebrew.
College of these hands.
Every class should have a punch the fuck out of somebody class. Or
Force attack,
subclass.
16.
16 misses.
Standing.
I'm a
here.
ranger, but I hunt animals with my bare hands.
16.
Both miss.
Remember, Agnir?
Yeah.
I hunt
You
things
take
with my
these
hands.
2 attacks, one after the other, and you're putting as much as you can put behind them, and he's just kind of swatting them with his offhand, just like denying them with the hilt of the sword.
And I will. Bonus.
Is this still combat music?
I don't believe so.
It's not. It just went away.
I
This
will,
is the most peaceful combat I've ever seen.
I will bonus action offhand.
Go for it.
16.
Miss.
All 3 16s.
At least
That
you're
would be a
consistent.
jackpot, but it's weird. There was like an eagerness to the start of this, but now you can tell it like the hard-on's kind of gone away,
Yeah.
and like you're magically capable. So, like, you can tell that he's not, like, just gonna knock you out and piss on your unconscious corpse. Like, there's definitely a bare minimum of respect.
I mean, still a possibility.
there's definitely a bare minimum of respect because he's not holding back against you, save for not cutting you in half. But that's because you haven't drawn a weapon either, as far as you can tell. But, like, you can see it. He's thinking, is this guy really just a jelly-wristed motherfucker?
But that's my tone.
And he'll just see how it goes. He'll put one foot in front of the other, left foot forward, and just dig in. And you see all of his muscles just tense up. He'll bonus action rage. And just like full baseball pitch with his fist just come straight at you recklessly. 21.
Hits.
Second attack. Natural 20.
Hits.
Okay. We'll do the natural 20 first. Plus the rage gets you to 10 bludgeoning damage.
Let's see. Oh, he's not using his weapon.
He's not using his weapon. Just some tavern brawlers up in here. And the second attack. 6.
So 10, 6.
Yeah, so 16 total. You still standing?
Yeah.
He healed himself.
I know.
I'm not 98 health.
As this second punch pulls away from you, you see your blood and spit just kind of like strings on his fist. And he grins again. And that's his turn.
I do not use my prepared action.
So you fizzle the spell slot?
Does that fizzle the spell slot? I guess I use it then.
Okay, so you make an attempt at the very
Yeah.
least. Okay.
I'm casting 5th level sleep on you.
Not even on the enemy.
So, like, I think your average roll here is going to be about 56.
So I need 13 d8. I'll roll that in D&D Beyond. I fucked this up. I need to go back through and tap the 13. And it's rolled a bunch more.
It's fine, just ignore that roll. It's not like our viewers can see D&D Beyond.
Maybe they can.
Y'all are saying that so much, I think we're sponsored.
For that to happen, we would have to, like, live stream it and then
I am
invite all of
so
the viewers
fucking
to the
pissed
campaign.
off right now about that. Why are you rolling again?
Yeah, I know. Nothing against D&D Beyond. Been a little
Not at
buggy
all.
lately. Like, it just re-rolls a set at random. You've got the physical dice, don't you? You asked for them?
So what are you rolling for?
He needs to roll
Okay, yeah, no, I'm
13
just gonna
D8.
roll physical because that's
And
acting
if
too
the
buggy.
result
I can't tell.
is higher than your current hit points, you'll fall asleep.
Ooh,
What is your current hit points?
62.
62. That's doable.
What's your race? Human?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll just
Do you have enough D8?
no.
Okay. Here. There's plenty there. There's loose D8s all over the place
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I just didn't want to grab all of them.
Actually, I think I've got 7 here. So, or 6 at least.
We got 6.
4,
That was
5,
Here, take your dice.
6. It's 16 D8?
13.
13. So I've got 6 here. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'll just roll these twice and then add one more.
Yep.
6, 6, 12, triple 7,
3 7s.
3 7s, and 3 6s. Out of
So
this one.
18 and 21.
Mm-hmm. Triple 6 and triple 7.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild.
That's nice.
That's a sign.
Okay, here. Here. Last one. Oh, sure.
An 8, 2 1s, and 2 7s. I can't do math today. My brain is too fried.
We got 6, 12, 19, 26, 33, 39, 47, 48, 49,
And then
56, 63.
Yeah.
5 and 4.
And then 5 and 4.
Yeah.
You're a slave.
So
Yeah.
over 70.
Yeah.
He pulls back his fist after that hit and cocks his head, noticing that you're still up. And then you put him up. And then you hear the components off of sleep. And you glance over and you see Ferdinand just wave a hand, just like end it. And all of a sudden you feel real sleepy. And you can't think straight and oh man, you got mad cotton mouth. Oh, this cool rain feels so nice. And you just fall flat down, asleep.
Yeah.
And you see the man, he looks over at you, Ferdinand. Shakes the blood off of his fist. Chokes down on his sword, levels it on his shoulder, and just begins to walk off.
Thank you, sir.
You, Rolo, can hear a bunch of mumbling. There's a lot of people in this tavern who are super disappointed now, and then a lot of people are like, at least we got a gold out of it. Hey, where'd that guy go? He owes us another gold.
I will walk up to Ferdinand, put a hand on his shoulder. Oh, good thing you had that prepared, mate. That could have got out of hand real quick. Real quick.
Give me my mini back. Don't break this one. I paid a lot of money for it.
Yeah.
Alright, boys. We really
Lot
gotta
of
get
money.
some
Alright.
sleep.
Someone help me get this guy up to bed.
Yep, I'll help you carry him.
We got
Smash
make
cut
rolls for
music. Nah, between the two of you, you can carry
Yes,
a
sir.
5'10" manlet.
that?
As soon as
What the
I
fuck? I'm 5'10". You're 5.
I'm 6 foot, homie.
You're 6 foot.
Yeah, even.
I've never fucking noticed that.
as soon as
I'm
as soon as the
I'm
sleep
sleep
hit him,
Call
I
me
went
man.
back
Like,
up
I'm
to my
told you
room
shorter.
and
What the
sleep.
fuck?
You see him fall down and face in the mud, and you're like, I guess, fuck it. Go back to sleep.
Yeah, back to my stabby dreams.
Okay. You can see Kyle. He's
I'm
kind of
sorry,
moving
Trent.
around, and he's talking to the
Only way
innkeeper.
we're
He's
gonna
like,
save you.
how quick can we replace that window? Like,
I
how
die,
quickly
I
can we
die.
make this never happen?
What the fuck is
part of
that?
the game.
She ain't gonna be there another day.
Context clues.
She owns this place.
But yeah, everybody kind of shrugs it off. You can hear some mumblings like, who was that guy? Who the fuck are these guys? How the fuck did they do some of the things that they just did?
Mage armor is still up too.
What, you
so
talking
it's
about, like, stab gun?
ethereal robe glowing on me.
Like, there's a lot of things going on. Like,
On
that
top of
guy
my
was so
PJs.
goddamn fast. What the hell was that shit coming out of Homeboy's hands?
It wasn't my hands, it was my swords.
Same difference. There's a lot of mummering going on, and y'all are the subject of a lot of it. The stranger is the subject of some of it. And then there's still a few people talking about, wow, so that guy actually is just dead, huh?
He's got a chip.
Wait,
He's got a
is he
hole in his
just
chest at this point.
Still laying out of the
Yeah,
front
he's still
door?
propped up against the tavern.
Oh, someone propped him up?
He propped him up,
Okay.
and then he got stomped on.
Yeah.
And twisted into the.
It's not like he felt it.
There.
That's true, I suppose.
Yeah.
What, me?
Alright, boys.
Well, you didn't feel it either. You had
Alright.
happy time.
We gotta get some shut eye.
I'm already going
I'm
back to
already-
my room.
Yeah, we
You hear-
carried up
You hear a
Edward.
very distinct click
Just lock the door.
and
Shut up.
thump. And so I just fall back asleep.
And then we all go back to sleep.
Where'd y'all put Edward?
We carried him up to his room.
Up to his room?
Jet in the
Yeah.
closet.
So, asleep,
Going to bed.
Mega asleep.
asleep. So, once again, we find ourselves all tucked in for a long rest. Slightly interrupted. But, you know, you've been promised a late rising, so it ought to be fine. With that, you'll find your ways into the quiet comforts of sleep. Some less willing than others.
It's a good thing he wasn't an elf.
And I suppose that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oof.
I'm
Longest
pretty
score
excited.
ever.
We haven't
To see
even started
exactly
that
how
I
score.
know.
To be completely
I
honest,
really want to see how y'all are gonna handle, like, making this woman
Sleep.
feel like
Sleep. Sleep.
We get there. Modified memory. You had a wonderful time.
It was fantastic. So
Guys.
many views, so many nice people.
See,
I
both on the
already
same
have the
level.
My gosh,
chloroform ready.
amazing!
No, we are not using chloroform.
Oh, he can sleep people, and you can fuck with their memories, but I can't chloroform her?
It's practically the same thing as sleeping, and they're going to be equally as disdained by Kyle.
Regardless.
Kyle
Anyway,
should pay me.
Have a nice
more.
night, everyone, and
thing.
don't forget to check out our sponsor, Small Town Games.
And if you're on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
And maybe for you, you boomers out there, you can rate it 5 stars.
5-star ratings are always appreciated. Share
Brent's
to
looking
any
at me like he doesn't
friends
know what
that
I'm
you have
talking
as
about.
well.
Oh man,
We are
Brent doesn't know
truly
about the
goated
5-star
with the
ratings.
sauce, kids.
Good night, everyone.
All right, good night,
See ya.
son.
Have a wonderful day.